We talking about fiction, we talking about fact. We talking about fiction on the part of my back.
That sound crazy.
Man, God bless niggas, man. That's all I can say.
I'm still the reigning champ.
Oh no, it's back. Trust me, I got something for that. We're back this week.
We recording? Trolling, we live?
Yeah, we live.
Okay.
Playlist is back.
Yes, yeah.
Just a heads up for y'all.
It's been a long
I gave
time.
niggas an opportunity.
I got slammed that serious. I was getting slammed for my brother. Yeah. He was like, man.
Before we even get started, I want to send a big happy birthday.
You're under fire right now, brother.
A big happy birthday to my sis, the bestie, Sarah. Listen, I love you. I am so sorry that I was not able to make it to the events today. I want to blame it on my brothers partially, and I'll tell you why.
It's crazy. let's go there.
Nothing hit the chat. You know that y'all still pulling up the Sarah's. Like normally we check in like that. Like it was none of that. Like I'm gonna be all the way honest.
All right.
It completely slipped my mind.
That's fair.
It completely slipped my mind that Sarah's events was going on this week. Outside of all of the obligations that I had this weekend or over the weekend,
Yeah, it's been a busy weekend.
Super busy for me.
It's been busy just for niggas, period.
Yeah.
Shit, life has been life.
It still would have been tough for me to get to her today because I was still doing some last minute shit with my kids. But Sarah, you know I love you to death. I would never miss an event. I would never miss an opportunity to celebrate you. I love you. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. I'm going to make it up. I'm going to figure out how. You know, give me some time to figure it out. These last couple months, man, it's been crazy. Like, if anybody's considering having kids, don't. I would highly suggest not to have kids because once it gets to this time right here in their lives, man,
it's a rough little stretch you about to go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! But I can see the finish line. But again, I want to send a big happy birthday to Sarah. I love you. I'm so sorry that I missed today. You know, I would never miss nothing like this. This is probably the first time that I've ever missed anything that Sarah's had going on. So I do want to send you know, my apologies to you and let you know how much I love you. And I hate that I missed it. When they threw it in the chat today, I was still kind of confused. And you said we over here eating. And as y'all saw, but I said, "What's going on?"
When he did that, I saw this nigga forgot.
I didn't forgot. You know what I mean? So you know, Sarah.
So, let me explain to why you didn't get the message.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? So usually it's me that's corresponding with you.
Right.
The problem was that Jamal had to be at work at 1:30. I'm already in Easton.
Right.
I literally just went to Costco just to waste time.
Yeah.
And I just went straight over there. Because usually I'm hitting you like, you about to go through.
We pulling up.
So
You know what I
pulling
mean?
up,
It was
I'll be
none of
checking.
that in the chat.
Yeah, because I was already in the area.
None of that. We pulling up to Sarah's today. I'm like, so it just slipped my mind.
Yeah, she ain't trying to hear that shit though.
Fair enough.
I'm making up to her. Bestie, I got you.
I mean, you got some cachet with Sarah. I mean,
Yeah, a little bit.
You're a great gift
little
giver.
built-in equity with it, so you know it happens. You know, I didn't blow it off to do nothing else. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was running around with the kids, so it wasn't like I was out at another function kicking it like fuck Sarah. It wasn't none of that. You know,
Hey, there wasn't a bad meal dish there though. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Was that breakfast casserole there?
See.
Did my baby make it?
There's some stuff that you can't tell me. I'm timestamping it regardless.
You might have to scrub that.
Yeah, scrub the ground. Jesus.
Nah.
Yes, and the answer to the question is yes.
Casserole was there.
Yeah,
Hitting.
yeah.
Per the usual.
Yeah, per usual.
I hate I missed that.
Hey, but shout out to
What Dom make? You know, she talking all this shit about cooking. Like
she's
last time
elite.
I ran into
She's
her.
an elite cooker. What she make?
What she make today?
This.
Scrambled the eggs or some shit. Something
Hey,
easy.
I don't know whoever scrambled them eggs. They were phenomenal.
Probably Charnay. She real cold with scrambled.
Nah, I
Shantae
think
might
it might have been Shantae. The eggs.
Okay.
Or maybe Dom. I don't
I
know.
told Dom that Shantae might be her secret weapon. That's her
Don't make me call down.
assistant cook. You know,
Don't make me call down, bro. You're not about to do down like
I
this.
told her last time when she came to me with the smoke talking about when we cooking. I was like, when you gonna stop using you know, blind chefs? You know what I mean? Like,
hey, you're not about to do my like. Listen, she's like family to me. You're not about to do this. To her.
I love her too. I love her to death.
Hey, but the eggs was hitting.
What was on the menu? What was all over
All
there?
right, so I got you. So
Yeah.
first of all, shout out to Marcus. I walked in. He
Marcus,
was
what up?
chefing the French toast.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever concoction that he had.
Yeah, that shit was a little extra little.
It didn't need no
spice, little cinnamon in it.
Hey,
he probably threw the nutmeg in it.
Hey,
I wanted to say that, but I was scared of the pause. You know?
hey, listen.
It's chef talk right now. The nutmeg was probably in it.
It didn't need no syrup.
It did. Hey, I thought it was just me.
That's a specialty. Because
Hey.
last time, look,
Blaze, I thought it was just me. I ate my French toast with no
Hey,
syrup.
I was sitting right next to this. We didn't have no syrup.
the last time, like, go ahead and try that. Like, I'm like, no syrup.
Because the syrup would have made it too much.
Yes, I didn't know it was syrup even until old boy was holding it doing the toast. I
I'm
didn't
like,
know we
nah,
had syrup in it.
I was scared to do the syrup. Plus, you know, I gotta keep my figure together. You know what I mean?
Let's go! And then coach, and then my coach would get to the wall. He's like, let's go!
You feel me?
What about the meat? So pause on the meat. Was it turkey variety or was it?
There was
pork?
turkey sausage there. I didn't get none, but there was bacon. There was some bacon. The bacon was hitting.
Turkey bacon?
Not just bacon.
No,
Get
regular
the
bacon.
fuck out of here.
Just regular bacon.
It was definitely pork on my fork.
Pig, so
Tons
give
of
me that pig.
The potatoes was fucking incredible.
Yeah, the food hit. The food hit.
Reese, it got to the
They
point
get
where,
busy with that brunch.
Reese, you know how I be chilling at these events.
Mm-hmm.
It got to the point where Dom was like, "There's Blaze, I need an extra plate." Extra express.
I'm feeling the way though that I ain't get no call. Nobody hit me up like, where you at? Like, you know.
Now that you say it, Reese, I mean, we gonna take partial blame.
Yeah, partial, but
Partial.
I ain't placing it all on them.
20%. We'll take 20%.
I'm putting a little bit on them too though. Like
I thought you ain't get the personal invite because Sarah said she sent out all the invites.
I went and looked through my text messages. She sent that motherfucker so early. Like
Okay.
she sent it like 3 weeks ago.
So that's why I was just like, maybe
It's
Reese
not that
got
early,
me.
Reese. 3 weeks ago, it's not that early.
Yeah, like, and it wasn't no flyer or nothing. You know what I mean? It was just,
the text said, "I don't have a flyer this year."
Yeah.
you know.
Because she wanted it to be
Look at this
more
nigga making
intimate.
excuses.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
She ain't want a big extravaganza this year.
Yeah,
She wanted to
it was
keep
cool. It was chill.
It was real
she
chill.
been out partying all weekend. I've been seeing New
That's what
York.
I'm saying, but she ain't want no big party at the crib.
It was the family.
Yeah, it was the family.
So it wasn't that many people.
No,
over there.
it was the family.
No, it was
good.
It was cool. It's cool, man.
I love Sarah. Sarah, I
It's
love
cool,
you.
man.
Definitely love Sarah. Happy birthday again, and I'm sorry. Like I said, I will make it up to you. You know what I mean? But we're gonna figure it out. With that said, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
welcome to another episode of What We Talking About podcast.
You about to turn up to that.
I am CEO.
Yeah, we gotta bring that energy.
Yeah, we bring it
I'm
up.
feeling good. I see
Motherfucking
I'm smiling.
veteran,
I see I got a smile on my face,
motherfucking
man.
attendance. Hey, we don't like smiling. 1/3 of a few things. 1/3 of the rollout boys. Not to ever be confused with 1/3 of the toxic boys. And ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, I am a member of the Ohio fucking Daddies.
What's goody?
Who else in the
He's
building?
suspended right now for the Major League Music games. We're going to see. We're going to see.
I'll be back this week. I'll be back this
Yeah,
week.
he's suspended.
What you do?
For the Major League Music guys?
You know what I mean?
It's terrible performance.
Niggas ain't let me lay down that bad performance. Jordan had bad games. Like, I had a bad game last year.
Oh man.
Who else in the building, man?
Yes.
Hi guys.
West.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Dez Arnaz. If you don't know me, call me first dude. Local nigga with a major buzz.
Yes, indeed.
Desi man. I'm not a clone.
Hey,
I'm not a
we
clone.
got called Desi Main today at the brunch. I was like, I fuck with that.
Desi man. I'm in the building, man. You know, we here at the pod, man. You know.
Gucci was looking crazy at Rick Ross' car show, too.
Yeah.
You see how
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't ready. I ain't there yet. You ain't gonna,
That ain't my gulag, man.
Yeah.
That ain't, you know, man.
I ain't there yet, Reach. Don't worry. I ain't ready to put nothing on like that, man. But we here, man. You know, skinny Dez is what they calling me, man. They like, you ain't big unk no more, man. Nigga said you ain't big unk no more. You more like little cousin.
I'm gonna always be that.
You more like little cousin now. So you know, we here, man.
Yes, we are here. Shout out to our brother Trav Dave. Boots on the ground is not with us this week.
Don't let it go to your
But
head.
don't fret, he will be back next week. You know, he's handling family responsibilities. We see you out there living up.
Oh man, I remember. Listen, the day that Boots on the Ground was presented,
He wasn't even there. That's I gotta bring that back. I need that.
I'm
energy
sick of the
back.
nicknames being gone in any motherfucking way.
Hey man, that's funny.
We used to have the craziest intros. We be slipping now, man.
We got to bring it. Listen, man. Listen, life has been life, and the crazy thing is this. Look,
Nah, you know what? Fuck this.
go ahead.
You gonna have to hit him with it. So I'm gonna throw some shit into this. I'm throwing some shit on your intro.
What's up?
I'm gonna bring it back.
I need that.
Yeah, you know,
We need that energy back. Look, also too. Look, I know that I haven't really been the biggest. I haven't really been pushing the issue, but now I'm really starting to see it. And we got pressed today at the brunch.
Oh my lord.
We gotta do a live show, bro. We gotta touch the people, bro.
The itch is there. Like I got the bug in me. You know, what I mean, I've heard y'all, you know, in the chat and you know in person. I definitely want to get in front of the people.
I do too.
I want to get in front of the people. My thing is that I want the people to really show the fuck out.
But we're not making them excited.
Right.
You gotta think about it. Look what we doing. I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
Talk about it.
The energy's been low on the show. Let's just be honest. We ain't really been. We haven't been excited about even recording, bro. Let's be all the way honest. Let's be all the way real.
Right.
The shows that we've been delivering, it ain't what we talking about shows, bro. It's like we going through the motions. You know what I'm saying? And I attribute that to, once again, and we haven't even had like real talks, but I attribute that to lifing, bro. Everybody got their own separate shit outside of the show going on,
For sure.
and coming to try to do this every Sunday, which we kind of look for this for an outlet, but when real life ain't really going the way you want it, it's kind of hard to come perform and entertain. And
Agreed.
I can't speak for everybody. I can speak for myself personally. I know that's how I've been. But you know what I'm saying? But, I had to look myself in the mirror and tell myself, bro, I'm still DZ.
Hey,
Sure.
Fuck what anybody talking about.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
hey, let's go.
Fuck what anybody talking about. I'm still DEZ. You know what I'm saying?
To follow what
I'm
you're saying,
motherfucking chosen. So like, you know what I mean? I gotta come on, hold my head up high and deliver. What the fuck?
and to follow up with that, Des, I think you know what people not have to understand, but I'm hoping that they understand is that sometimes you got to give us grace. You know what I mean? We do this weekly. Not monthly, not semi.
And that shit is hard,
you know what I mean?
bro.
Like,
we on year 5. Give it like,
we probably done missed maybe
this
10 episodes.
This year's probably the most shows we ever missed in the 5 years. No?
Hell no.
No?
We bugging. Y'all bugging.
You think we done missed?
More than 10 shows and going on 6 years?
No, I know, but no, I'm saying we missed more than that. But I'm just saying this year.
No, we had a year that we was missing a lot of shows.
Word.
I can't even remember.
We've made transitions before, yo. So we had the transition from the Lemon Love to, you know what I mean? So we made some transitions. So it's been times we've missed a decent amount of shows, but we still got it back popping.
Yeah.
The energy been crazy. The energy was crazy.
Yeah.
But right now, like I said, if the honest, we got truth, there's brought some real shit. Energy been a little.
Yeah, like we ain't been being us. So I feel like we ain't been, and it's not making the fans excited. But also too, Reese is making a good point. So like,
Life happens, man.
We really feed off y'all. Because, think about over the years on how many times we've been thinking about pulling the plug. And then we be like, nah, we can't stop, bro. I just got stopped in the barbershop. I was at the gas station. I'm talking about random people that, not even like our peers, the people that we grew up with. Like, random people that we don't know be like,
that
man,
type of shit keeps the battery in you. You know what I mean? Or getting a
absolutely.
random post on Instagram or Twitter, whatnot. You know what I mean? Where like, oh, shit, I didn't even know they fuck with the show like that. You know what I mean? That type of shit. That's the type of energy, like, we're not asking, but we are in a sense. Like, that type of energy is contagious.
It is.
When you get that, it gives you a different feeling. It puts you in a different mode, and it makes you want to go.
But I think that's why it's even more important for us we got to do a live show, even if it's a podcast and shit. We got to get back in front of the people because we haven't really been moving around like we usually do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but I haven't.
So, like, if you were at over Sarah's today, you would have felt that energy, right? And at the same time, I feel like we got to be accountable and say, we give that like we didn't need that, like we came with that energy, and that's what we got to kind of get back to. Yeah, is like just coming with that energy from the jump because we off the hook a little bit. Like that's when we at our best. I told Des and I said, man, Des, we ain't sung on the podcast in a minute.
Right, so we gonna have some real talk.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk.
And of course, the superstar engineer, the Kid Blaze, is in the building.
Yeah.
But back to this conversation that we're having. On top of life being life, like, you know, let's y'all sure y'all want to have some fun?
I mean, I don't know where you're going, but let's see.
Like, I think the energy slightly gets turned down. Like, if niggas is in relationships, like, we can't do how niggas.
Hold on, what we doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go. No, this is the problem. Let's go.
I feel like I'm trying to say DZ was on the show, man.
Everyone was like, it's so big.
No.
Everybody wasn't?
When?
Variations, like, throughout, let's just say,
Okay.
the last 6 to 8 months. You know what I mean? Like,
6 to 8 months, I've been free.
you free?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk to him, Blaze.
You know, that's just the feeling that I get. And again, like I said, this is an assumption on my part, but I think that does play a major factor in the content, you know, and even us being visible like that. It's like, can you imagine, like, I can only imagine, like, this is not my scenario, but if I had a girl at home or a wife, whatever it may be, significant other, and me being out there doing what I do as far as with the show, moving around, like, that would put a strain. Listen, the chicks that I've been involved with.
I sat in this seat and said that marriage is a bad contract with my wife upstairs. What are you saying to me right now?
Yeah, nah, look, I ain't letting nobody put no spun in my jacket. You know what I'm saying? Relationships, it didn't really affect the content for me.
Relationships are not bad for the show?
It didn't affect the content for me.
I just want you to answer that question.
No.
Are relationships bad for the show?
No.
All right, cool.
No.
I see where you're coming though. I see. Pause.
Cause yeah, super pause. Y'all gotta understand, coming from a guy, coming from my perspective as a single guy, if you know your brother's is involved with something, like not saying that you fully in something or you out of something. If I'm able to peep that you in a situation like, maybe I'm gonna just chill. Like I won't go there with this, or we won't just have this type of conversation, or we not gonna kick it like we used to. Like, and that's just out of respect. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to.
Let's lessen that respect a little. I feel like we should, because even
say less.
Even with me, like who was in the most, I guess what you consider the serious relationship, I can still have conversations.
Right. Yeah.
About maybe even if it's not relevant currently, it's relevant for me in the past.
Yeah, I'm not saying y'all can't. What I'm saying is that the position. I want y'all to put yourself in my position for a minute, where it's like, I don't even want to put my brothers in a position to say something that could possibly draw up a conversation at a later time. So what was that about?
Yeah, even if I'm not even going, but y'all, I'm going to Euro step if I have to.
That's what I don't even want you to have to do that though. Now, I don't never want them to be like, well, I was listening to this show and what was that about? You know,
that's why it's multiple people on the show. So even if he does want a Euro step,
but that's what I'm saying.
Somebody steps up and
everybody was
occupied. This is cap. No, I've been moving out here crazy.
All right, well, listen. Now that we got that off the table and we have a clear understanding, we back cooking. I'm back in the kitchen.
We got pie. Pie got a pie.
The pots is getting turned
call
on.
me the kid COE Blaze, nigga. Fuck what we talking about? What is we talking about?
I like it. So I mean, we can turn it back up a little bit. You know what I mean? Every now and then, like I said, you know, I thought it was a transitional period that I think everybody goes through. All these shows, you know, I've seen it firsthand with a lot of these shows that I'm a fan of. It's just, I don't know, maybe sometimes the content can get redundant. You know what I mean? Especially when you covering, you know, current events. You know what I mean? I sat down with somebody. Shout out to Bobby Couch. I sat down with him the other day, and this is one of the first times somebody asked me. He was like, "So, if you had to describe your show, you know what I mean? Tell me, what's it about?"
People ask me that all the time.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, it was like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, not that it was a hard question, but it was like, then when you just sit there and go over what all it is that you discuss, you know, on the weekly, it's like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? But we gonna get back to cooking if that's what it is. Like,
I didn't know that we wasn't cooking. Like,
I didn't feel like we wasn't. I just felt like, you know, we turned the heat down. You know what I mean? It wasn't full blast like we normally be, or like we have been in the past. You know what I mean? And you know, every now and then niggas don't want to do that all the time, and that's part of it too. You know what I mean? Like, You know, I guess I could take the majority of the blame on that, you know what I mean, because I'm the one that's coming up with a lot of the content. You know, sometimes I try to take us in a different direction, you know, or just give us a different topic or something to discuss versus the same old shit, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to bore people out, you know what I mean? But sometimes it's necessary to have a shit show. And, you know, I'm with it, you know what I mean? Not shit show literally, but you know what I mean. But
No, I know what you're saying.
we'll get back to it. We gonna cook. I think today might be one of them days. I'm feeling good. You know, the allergies is clearing up a little bit.
We did talk about it earlier. We was like, nah, today we're going to turn up.
We're
We
gonna
turn
turn
up,
up,
y'all
man.
wanna turn up?
Because we've been on some bullshit, bro.
Well, I got a couple things on the docket.
Well, let's get to it.
I got a couple things on the docket. Before we get to that, I want to send a big congratulations to the class of 2023 of the high school graduates.
Yes.
For those that's not aware, my son, he graduated on Friday. Shout out to my baby Dre, graduate of Eastmore Academy. And also shout out to my youngest. They having ceremonies for everything now. Like,
I seen that.
What grade is he going to?
he's going to the 5th grade. Hey.
Nigga,
Listen.
I see my nigga Tay.
The promotion?
My nigga
Oh, the
Tay
promotion ceremony?
son. My nigga Tay youngest son had a ceremony for like pre-K. Like,
Oh, no, I had one of my granddaughters. She definitely graduated pre-K. For sure.
But I guess, you know, because my son's in private school, they consider 5th grade middle school.
yeah, I see you said that too. I was oh, they must consider that middle school.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So when I got to the school, you know, I'm thinking it's just about to be a recognition of, you know, successful year.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a full-fledged ceremony. Chairs set up, the fucking speakers and all that.
I mean, the tuition ain't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all better pull out all the bells and fucking whistles.
And they have a nice little spread. They have nice cookies and juice.
Exactly. They had all that shit laid
I'm
out.
about to read you. You might have wanted that. But what you
Yeah,
paying
so,
for that education?
Shout out to my other baby, Christian. You know, him getting his promotion to the middle school, you know, technically.
Christian's name should be Reese Jr.
Bro, ain't
Everybody
it
deal me
crazy?
that and say that all the time.
Ain't it crazy? I'm like, this is Reese all over again.
I knew
bro.
him at that age. He looked exactly like Christian.
And then last but not least, you know, this one right here just means so much to me. I want to send a big congratulations to my goddaughter, Asia. She got her diploma on Friday, or Thursday, I'm sorry, on Thursday.
Yep.
Just a tough road, man. You know what I mean? I've watched this young woman mature so much. I watch her take on motherhood. I'm so proud of her. Salute to my cousin Brandon, her father. You know what I mean? Like, this is a girl, like I said, I'm just extremely proud of her. You know what I mean? She hit so many roadblocks and hurdles, and she didn't let nothing stop her from accomplishing her goals. You know, it was just a beautiful thing. I was so happy, and I was honored, you know, that she wanted me to be a part of it. So I want to send a big salute.
I want to say
my
something
baby
about that
Asia.
too. Like, so I could be mistaken, but I feel like she's the first baby of our generation. Meaning, like, of our generation to have kids. I think it feels like she was the first one.
I believe so.
I'm sure that may be somebody who I'm not thinking of. And so Asia, we're super proud of her because she's like all of our kids. Like, she was the baby. She was everybody's baby. Everybody had Asia and stuff like that. So shout out to Asia.
Big shout out to Asia, man.
Congrats.
Proud of you. Proud of you. Like, that's an understatement. Super proud. And again, salute to and congratulations to everybody who may have had somebody graduate in this class of 2023. Guys or fellas, I don't know if we realize or if we done forgot, like, these is the COVID kids. You know what I mean? My son went through 2 years of COVID, you know, home, remote learning. You know what I mean? So these kids, man, this is a different generation. You know what I mean? Like, the shit that they had to go through, like, salute to these kids for making it. You know, my son's class, I believe they graduated 133 kids. It looked like it was way more than that when we got there. Like, it was at the convention center. But, yeah, these kids been through a lot, man. Like, 2 years of remote learning. You know, it wasn't traditional, at least not for my son. You know what I mean? He was really only in the building for like a year and a half. You know, because when you're a senior, you know, you ain't hardly there at the school. So, you know, he had his freshman year in this school year in the building, but sophomore and junior year, you know, that was remote learning. So salute to all the kids, man. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all made it through. You know what I mean? And life is just now beginning. Like, my son, he was so happy that day, and it was a great moment, or a great evening period altogether. And he kept saying, man, like, it's over with. I made it. I'm like, shit, nah, it's just now beginning. You know what I mean? Enjoy this moment, you know what I mean, for a while. soak in it. You know what I mean? But now life is really about to start. You know what I mean? And of course, me, your father, your mom, and your grandma, your family, everybody, we're gonna be here for you along the way and help out as much as we can. But now, it's time for you to get your introduction to the real world. So
the crazy thing about this new generation, man, they live a different life than what we lived.
For sure.
I mean, like, you think about Dre or Jamon, right? Half of their life, they had a black president, right? The other 4 years, they had Donald Trump as a president. They lived through a pandemic. Like, they've seen so much. Now they're seeing a woman vice president. They've seen so many crazy things.
A lot of history, a lot of life-changing events. And again, like, I think this has been ongoing on this show. I can't wait to see what the history books and what the documentaries look like 20 years down the line from this. You know what I mean? Like, because we just was having a conversation offline, how you don't realize how short of a time span is, or how much shit is happening during that time span, because you just living in the moment. You know what I mean? So we'll see. You know what I mean? And again, salute to all these kids out there. Like, I know it's been a lot of negative press, being put out there with the kids and all the shit going on across the country. You know what I mean? But for these kids that did make it and persevere through all of the shit that's going on, I salute the kids, man, because it ain't been easy at all. So, yeah, with that said, now we can get into the show. I think last week we was talking about, songs of the summer. You know what I mean? I want to jump right into some music. I think I threw out there at Lotto. I felt like Lotto really had the one, and this is before we knew the bomb was coming, which was the part 2, the remix, with Cardi B on it. How y'all feeling, like, with the record? Like, have y'all noticed, like, because I know last week y'all wasn't that familiar with it, but maybe what it was is that y'all just didn't know that was Lotto.
I didn't know that was one thing. I didn't know it was Lotto. Yeah. And then now with the remix, like, that's all you get on IG. You can't get on IG without hearing it. Cardi might be the queen of the remix, though. Like you put Cardi in your remix.
She been fucking some remixes.
You put Cardi in your remix, this shit go to a whole nother level, bro.
How do y'all feel about the record now that y'all are super familiar with it? Like,
undeniable.
Do y'all think this has the potential to be the one? Like, I still think this is gonna carry it.
Because Cardi's verse has so many quotables. That alone, like, you gonna see TikToks, reels. You know what I mean? Like, you
rip me out the plastic. I've been acting.
First of all, that alone,
that's crazy.
Was a bar.
And I think Cardi came with like, put a bow on me. I've been acting. She tried to follow it up the same way, but I think Dez, you've been saying it, and even Blaze, and we can.
This rollout I'm over here watching is crazy. I'm sorry. It's a crazy rollout I'm over here watching. I didn't see all this.
Well, who is it?
Zaddy C.
Oh, yeah,
My man went crazy. He went crazy today. I'm sorry. I just let me put my phone down. I'm sorry.
Shit, I forgot. What was I saying? Oh no. So yeah, we was talking about Lotto and the way that she's really making a impression on the game. Like, Lotto look like she's in that transition of she's being that one up there with the Nickies and the Cardis.
I think so.
I think Lotto's the next one.
I mean,
I thought it was set up for Megan. I think Megan is still there. You know what I mean? But I just
but Lotto, because Lotto's been killing.
I think
with the hip hop shit, and then remember these last couple of years, Lotto been dropping bangers.
I think Lotto
she got this shit right now. She had the pop record where she flipped the what was the Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
You feel me?
And she brought Mariah Carey out and performed with her.
It was missing a record.
Yeah.
She did have like 3 records in the last 2 years.
She had the Gucci Man joint that she did. She redid Gucci's record, and Gucci hopped on the remix and performed that award.
And then she hopped on the remix for Lola Brooks. Yeah. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Like I'm saying, like Lotto's that one right now. Women have been carrying hip hop. I would say for the last 4 or 5 summers.
That's what we was gonna get to, the women in hip hop.
Yeah.
And even with that said, we talked about this record last week, Puff's new record, Act Bad, featuring the City Girls. So you got the City Girls who's getting back around, or is it? Let me ask you this, because maybe we just prisoners of the moment. Is it that women tend to run this summer because of the anthems or the type of music that they make. Because they making the sexy music for the summer. You know what I mean? The ass shaking music, the shit that niggas want to see. You know what I mean? So is it because of the season? Is it the season? Or is it that, no, women just flat out is running the game?
I would say, well, for a minute, women were running the game. Like, you know, when Cardi had her run, Meg had her run, right? You know what I'm saying? But even after that, I feel like women ain't let up because it's just like Cardi and Megan had their run. Now Lotto's up. You feel what I'm saying? And then they got the, you know, Lola doing her. You know, she doing her thing.
I want to speak more about her too.
You know, I just feel like the last 4 or 5 years, I definitely feel like, especially when it comes to anthems and summer records, women have definitely been carrying hip hop, right? I mean, we still have the big star. You still got your Futures, your 21 Savage, Kodak Black, like, you know what I'm saying? You still got, it's still a male dominated game, right? Lil Durk, you know what I mean? NBA YoungBoy. You know what I mean? Like the men still run hip hop as a whole, but I feel like when it comes to these anthems and definitely these summer records,
I'm not sure it does.
you're not sure?
I'm not sure, man.
What you not sure about?
About women, I mean about men running the game.
How you feel? What's your thoughts?
I feel like when it comes to music right now, they got it. This is their moment. The women got it, and I don't just think it's rap because I know they talk about it on JVP all the time. Women in R&B.
Oh yeah, I don't feel like men even exist in R&B, bro.
Yeah. They do.
It's a couple that I really like in R&B.
They do. You gotta be super intentional.
Like Eric Bellinger.
Because I think like a lot of the like male, especially for a moment, you know, I've been kind of sleep on R&B, but I feel like for a moment, a lot of the R&B artists was trying to be rappers, or they were making like rappy.
Well, they all rap.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Not the women.
Yeah,
women
not the
don't
women.
because like you, Summer Walkers, the Scissors, the Hers, they don't rap.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like even the guys that's supposed to be R&B, like most of their big records were like low key hip hop records.
You fuck with Eric Bellinger?
Yeah.
I ain't listen to Eric Bellinger.
In the R&B world, he's very low on the totem pole. So,
No, but listen, but I'm gonna have to combat you on that. I feel like women have been having bigger moments in these last couple of years, but I feel like men still run hip hop.
See, I'm not sure. I feel like this is why I hear you there, and I'm not saying
Travis Scott, Future. They like the women ain't fucking with, like they ain't moving, they ain't not moving the needle like
Travis Scott right now.
Yeah,
not right now, but I'm saying in the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing though, I almost feel like we're in an age where you gotta get with the woman to up your profile.
Elaborate.
I.e. Diddy.
Yeah,
Hey, Offset.
I don't know about that.
So y'all telling me that Cardi didn't raise his profile?
Oh, absolutely.
It helped, but I mean, but hold up. But when they got together, the Migos was still one of the biggest things in hip hop.
Wasn't bigger than her.
No, when they first got together,
I think it was
yes.
bigger than her
When they first got together, Migos was definitely bigger than Cardi.
Post, Bodak Yellow.
No, they was there before that.
Host, Bodak Yellow.
Migos was still bigger than Cardi when they first got together.
I disagree. And I think she raised Offset, even if they were.
I mean, but it works. It works.
Women
Speaking of Offset,
they making the most money right now.
I don't mean to cut you off. Have y'all checked out the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack by Metro Boomin? I think he did.
I heard it was crazy.
I heard a couple records on accident. Shout out to Shade 45. Like, I don't know if they was just premiering or running that whole
I haven't listened to it yet.
Lil Wayne and Offset had a record together with Sway Lee. That was nasty.
You know our guy on there going crazy.
Oh.
Don Toliver. And that's, I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Right now, that's still album of the year to me.
Yeah. A lot of people.
So check that out when y'all get a chance. That Spider-Man 2 soundtrack. Okay. I think Metro Boomin did the whole thing.
Okay.
But back to the conversation about women in the industry. Period.
Who's making the most money?
I feel like men are making the most money.
Yeah, I still think the men dominate that.
Is it because the women don't put out enough bodies of work to tour?
That plays a big role.
Cardi don't tour.
I've never seen Cardi do a tour. Now that you said that, like, have y'all?
I seen her do, pop out of Rolling Loud summer jams, but she ain't did no tour. She ain't did no tour.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. Cardi ain't weak. I don't think we ever get. And listen, niggas was killing Joe Budden for this for years.
Never get another
Joe's been saying this. He's been on record saying this.
Singles out there or features.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's working.
It's working. Because I'm gonna be honest. That's the problem. When you come out the gate with such a massive project like that, it's hard to follow up.
I remember at one point a nigga tried to tell me that Bodak Yellow wasn't a huge song.
Do Nicki tour?
What's on my list?
It's been years since Nicki toured.
Yeah, but Nicki used to tour though.
She used to do world tours.
Yeah.
I know Lotto did a tour. She just got off of one.
But she ain't doing no tour like that though, right? Like, it ain't
Not no stadium.
Yeah, I'm about to say Nicki was doing world tours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think it's tough for. It's still like, you know, as chauvinistic as this may sound, like I think it's still tough, you know, for women outside of Beyonce's and shit like that to. That's what I'm saying. Rihanna and Beyonce's to actually sell out these arenas or stadiums, like.
Man, I think if
because I think the fan base is still kind of fickle. Like we love them.
I think if SZA did a tour with Summer, they could sell out arenas.
For sure.
I mean, SZA was just on tour.
Yeah,
right?
SZA just
She was
came to
just-
Columbus.
yeah,
And
You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. You're right. I feel like men still run it to a certain
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, women, I feel
man
like,
got the buy. It's the buying power of the ticket.
I feel like women are having bigger moments, right? They're having bigger moments.
Women are more talented.
They're having bigger moments, and they're definitely carrying hip hop when we need the anthems in the summer record.
I don't know if I agree with that.
What, that the women are more talented?
I don't think they have to be more talented.
No, they don't got to be. I mean, because set sells with women, you know.
So when you say they're more talented, like, what do you mean? Like, they're not making better songs than...
I think when it comes to R&B, I think the women do make.
Oh, no.
better
I'm
songs.
sorry. I was thinking about rap just now. Cause
Yeah, no.
clearly in R&B.
Oh yeah, rap. It's hard for me. Like I'm not even the one to go to judge that. Like, cause I'm not tapped all the way into women's rap. You know what I mean? Like the ones that got the big singles, I hear those, the Lottos, the Lola Brooks, Nicki's of course, Megan when she puts something out, City Girls.
Shade 45 keeps you tapped in.
That's how I stay tapped in. Like I'm Shazamming.
I never
everything.
heard of that Lotto song before last week.
See, it was.
I was
Instagram,
hearing it was bubbling on IG, but I didn't know it was Lotto. If Reese didn't say that last week, I would have. I'm like, who is it? I'm like, I keep hearing this fucking song on Reels and shit, but who is this?
Every fucking IG story.
And then she followed up with the fucking. First of all,
That marketing is crazy.
I'm about to say, first of all, I don't know who Lotto's team is, but we gotta listen. Lotto's team is crazy.
I think it's her pops in them. Like she been going to them. She leans on them a lot.
Because if y'all remember, right? Remember she had that massive leak where they leaked like 100 something songs and was leaking the records and shit.
That. I think Nicki.
because Nicki's been hating for the last couple of years. She's been hating.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Nicki's just not likable. She's out of here. Even though she had a record though. What record did she have last year that was going crazy? I thought she might have been back.
I listen.
Did she hop on somebody's joint?
Nah, it was her record.
Listen, when she redid the Lumi D record, I was like, nah.
I think, but that's working for her.
It is,
like
but I'm cool.
And I'm gonna listen. I don't know if I shitted on it, but if I did, let me walk it back.
You probably did, cause you a hater.
I've been hearing it.
Like starting back.
I've been hearing it, and I'm like, Nicki getting busy on this record.
I don't like that record, bro.
Which one?
The one that's her latest record with the Lumi D single. The
When she flipped the
Yeah.
Listen, I don't give a fuck
I
what
don't fuck
saying.
with horses since Christopher Reeves. Like,
Yeah,
listen to Nicki be
No,
snapping
she
on
right.
it.
No, she. But maybe it's just. I don't know. Maybe I
I
got
think
the
we
hate
just
button.
sour with Nicki and who she
Yeah,
is.
it's her energy.
I felt like she had a record last year that was going though.
Cause she was firing off of Meg Thee Stallion on this record. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's what I don't like. It's like she don't be wanting to line up with the.
And she was on the fucking Hot Girl Summer remix.
Who was it that you said you asked in the chat over the week that we think what's the name? Somebody was a star, and I know I said no. Who was it that you asked?
Glow. She's a fucking
Glow
star.
Reese.
She's a star.
Glow
Reese.
is a star.
She's a star, Reese. She's out
She
of
got
here.
personality, bro.
Hey,
She know how to work. She know how to work the socials.
So when y'all say a star, what do y'all mean? Like y'all think Glow could sell out an arena right now?
No. That's a
Because
superstar.
I feel like Lotto's a
superstar.
star. I feel like Lotto's a star, and I don't feel like Lotto can sell out arena. Selling out arenas is hard, Reese.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard. Like not even some of the biggest acts.
That's why I don't like calling
hip-hop.
people stars though. Like, because I think when you put a star behind somebody, it's like it's star power that they can drive people either to the stores or they can drive people to the venue. You know what I mean? Like, she's a bubbling act for sure. Like, I don't want to take nothing away from Glorilla. And shout out to her. I did just see a video where she had Krishan Rock on stage with her. Yeah. She got that Juicy J that joint. He got up in there with her.
She's definitely not a one-hit wonder. She's definitely.
That's over with.
That's over with.
That's like her third record because y'all know Cardi hopped on that Tomorrow joint.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like that's her third record right now.
Hey.
She got busy. She got busy on the Down Tolliver.
She got busy, but that's not gonna get highlighted. I don't think that's gonna be
right. It's not, but I mean, but
they
see,
let you know she's talented.
But see, that's what I don't like because like for male acts, shit like that gets highlighted.
For sure.
But for women, and that's why it's harder for women. Mm-hmm. I think we was kind of talking about that before we went on the tangent. Yeah. I feel like as women, you gotta go above and beyond to really get recognition. So in hip hop, in R&B is different, but in hip hop, it's like. Come on, you can't deny. Listen, listen.
Tomorrow joint. She did the regular remix with Cardi.
Hey,
Blaze.
And then when I see
that came out, nigga, when I heard the snippet, I saw this record's out.
When I see her in interviews and shit like that,
yeah,
she's genuinely herself. By the way, like, I think that's really her name. I believe. I'm pretty sure that's really her name.
Her name is like Gloria or some shit like that.
But I think it's spelled like literally the same way it is. Her stage name. She just got like she's just. I think she's super talented. I think she's the next biggest rapper from the South.
Shout out to Gotti, man. I love what Gotti is doing.
Man, we'll get to it. Maybe it's on your docket because that Moneybag Yo.
I was gonna say I see Moneybag is on his way back, and Moneybag is one of my favorites. You know what I mean? I really like that Moneybag a lot. He's one of the ones. Like I love Money.
I ain't heard the album yet, but yeah, Money, yeah.
Des.
Oh, he got a new album out?
He dropped a new project.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Man, somebody, my homie Shaq was playing it for me at the gym today.
Yeah, I gotta get on that right away.
Hey.
He know how to make music.
Cause he been going through a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. He been talking like I guess he did a crazy interview with Angie Martinez. Yeah. Saying how he been depressed as hell.
And he did a dope interview with the light skinned dude that everybody sit down with. I don't know that dude, but a lot of people sit down with him. The snippets that I saw.
I've been seeing the snippets of the Angie.
Man, this shit got crazy. Got Future on here, got Dirk on here. Glow on here.
So nice. Yeah, I love Money.
This got Future on it.
You know what's so crazy about Future that I've been burning the fuck out of it is the Chickens record with ESTG. Oh my
banger.
God.
Banger. And that's what I'm saying. I got into an argument with somebody that I was like, nigga.
Chickens is nasty.
I was like, Future's last tape was hard.
Oh, bro. Yeah. Oh, that
what's the last tape? The one with with
I
Drake.
Never Liked You Anyway.
Yeah, what the?
Yeah. That last tape was crazy, bro. Yeah, he went crazy.
That intro.
Yes.
What's the record?
Because niggas be trying to, and for real, honestly, bro, you gotta salute Future. For Future to be as hot as he's been for as long as he has.
Might have been the Tim's Drake record.
Future has been on a crazy run, bro.
I saw somewhere where Dirk had did an interview. Who was it? Academics. Mm-hmm. And he was speaking so highly of Future. He was like, man, look, I was this close to asking Future to manage me. You know, that's how much I respect his ear and, you know, and just how dope he is in the music game. He said they was locked in every day just recording. He was like, man, that dude, he's the one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
everybody say that.
I think that's how they look at Future. Like, Future,
Future,
I know this is going to sound crazy.
No, I think you about to say what I'm going to let you say it.
He's like the whole...
Thank you, I knew it.
Hold on. I gotta get on camera. No, fuck that.
I knew he was about to say it. Say it one more time.
Future is the whole of this generation.
Facts.
To them. That's how they look at it. You know what I mean? I understand
Facts.
we're in this generation as well.
Facts.
The Dirks and the babies and them, that's how they look at it.
Yeah, the generation under Future.
Okay.
Future's definitely jaded them.
That's how they look at him. You know what I mean? Like, he's that nigga. Like, and what's so weird about it is that it's almost like Drake is just overlooked. You know what I mean? Like, they fuck with him, they love Drake, but it's like Future's the one that they respect.
That's because he doing the music that they're doing though.
Right.
Like
and the way Future moves, like he still be like tapped in. Like, you know what I mean? Drake be tapped in. Yeah. But also too, Drake tapped in.
I just seen Drake with his nails painted. That's on the docket.
Drake gonna hit you with that. I'm more than just an option.
And then also too, Drake is like, all right, when he see everybody going right, he gonna like, all right, nigga, I'm about to hit you up with the Afro beats. I'm all right. Now I'm about to hit you up with the UK drill. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's that guy that's gonna be like, if you want your music to cross over to the States, you gonna need that co-sign from Drake. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in the States and you want your music to come over and start getting those looks, like think about it, like niggas don't want to give Drake his props, but Drake has been helpful, like helping Afro beats get more recognition in the States. I'm not saying that he did it, but Afro beats, UK drill,
I think it's a lot of things with Drake. Like
the singing, rapping shit.
I think he's Canadian. He's light skinned, like, and they just don't relate to him as being street.
All these factors, all these things factor into it. Like,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Future, but also too, Future still moves around with.
They associate
niggas
Future with the street.
Yeah.
The streets, and these are street rappers.
Yeah. So let's keep it on Drake. Pause. But did y'all see?
We potting right now.
Did y'all see the picture that just came out with him with the yellow and purple fingernails?
Listen,
No, I didn't see that.
Y'all seen that?
I'm kind of
I
disgusted.
wouldn't use it as a cover, but
But that's what everybody doing though.
We got something to
That's
cover.
what everybody's been doing that lately. I've been seeing mad niggas getting their nails painted.
What's
Listen,
that about? Like, how y'all feel about
hey
that?
man, fellas, we gotta leave some shit.
Am
for
I
the
too
ladies.
masculine, or am I like, what is it? Like,
We gotta leave some shit for the ladies, bro. We can't. We it's like we
ladies,
can't
how
be
y'all
all
feel
this
about
swag.
that? Ladies, if we showed up with our nails painted, is it still all good?
We can't
Like,
steal all they swag. We stole the bags from them.
Right. Niggas stole the clothes from
Yeah,
him.
niggas-
Offset, his man, the shit he be wearing, bro. Like,
And Michael Jackson drip be kind of crazy.
hey, he be killing it, but I'm
Hey
like,
man, we gotta let the women have something, bro.
but how we feel about that though? Like, cause now this right there, when I seen that with Drake, the first thing let me tell y'all,
But
the
he's
first
not
thing
the.
that came
But
to my
niggas
mind,
been doing that though. Rich.
yeah, but an artist as big as Drake, the first thing that came to my mind was like, all right, he's out the whole conversation, cause Hov would never do this. Like,
So, Reese, I appreciate you saying that, but you can't make that. You can't make that
the
decision.
painted nails, like for me, I'm just talking for me.
Even for you, you can't make the decision. You can't take him out.
Thank God bless his soul, DMX. Thank God he's resting in peace right now, because
He would be livid.
he would retire. Like, I'm done with this game. But no, like, let's talk about that though. Like, someone that's Drake's status in the game, and again, like, I don't want
That's
this
the
conversation.
swag
I don't want
now.
this
That's the
conversation
new
to come
swag.
off as being homophobia or none of that shit, because it's not that.
It's Pride Month.
But to see, yeah, it is. Salute. You know, happy Pride Month to everybody out there celebrating, and us over here, what we talking about, we salute you. But when you see the leader of the culture,
Yeah,
the biggest face in hip hop,
yeah.
with his nails painted,
Let me see this picture.
how are we to take that? Like, I hear what you're saying. That's the swag now. Lil Yachty can get away with it because half of the people.
But
don't
it's
give a
more
fuck
than
about
y'all.
Lil Yachty.
I've been seeing mad
Lil
niggas
Uzi can get away with it because he's considered weird. He do all kind of weird shit. Uzi don't.
Yes, Reese, but you.
But no, I mean, no, I
This
mean,
is y'all
this
don't
is
think
what
this
niggas
is
saying.
far left for Drake.
It's on brand for Drake.
Drake don't dress
It's-
crazy. He
It's
don't.
not. It's not far.
It's on brand for Drake, bro.
No, this ain't. This can't be the picture that you took. This.
Let me see.
This is.
Let me see.
This is not real.
Let me see.
No, it's real.
Let me see.
No,
Let me see. Let me
no,
see.
that's a chick's hand. No, somebody
Let me
put it.
see.
Somebody put it. That's not. That's not.
Oh no, that's not the real one. No, that ain't the real one.
That ain't the real.
I think I found it right here.
Yeah.
That's real. And it's another one like where he got both hands showing.
Yeah.
He's drinking a glass of wine with the purple one on there. I'm like,
But then the crazy thing is, though, is like niggas gonna let him get it because you already know what's gonna happen.
it's the boy.
You already know what's gonna happen. He about to make a record
They
addressing
going
it.
crazy with the Photoshop.
He about to make a record addressing it, let niggas know how broke
It's
they
a roll.
is.
It's a roll.
This might need to be the cover.
But so I want y'all to answer that. Like,
I don't fuck with it, Reese.
I don't fuck with it
I'm
either.
an old
man.
school fool, so you ain't gotta worry about your.
But
boy.
I don't think it's super crazy. I just think that it's the new thing right now, and I don't think everything should be a thing.
Right.
We gotta leave some shit for the women. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, how you feel like if I was over here using fingernail polish remover, taking the, you know what I mean, because I needed a new.
That would look crazy.
It's a little crazy.
But have we been programmed and conditioned to think that
Yes.
some shit is just strictly for women? Because
Yes.
maybe that's what niggas is trying to buck the system.
Some
Like,
shit is for women.
where
We've
where
been
does this-
programmed.
Hold up, bro. So, bro.
I I think it's crazy, but where is it that is
It's the program that we received all our lives.
that fingernail painting of nails is for women? Even though I don't agree with Drake doing it, but I'm in agreement.
But okay. So let's just remove that. So are we about to sit here and say like everything is unisex?
No, I'm not saying that.
All right.
No, but what he's saying is that what's the origin of it? Like,
Right.
what makes
when
it
did
feminine?
we decide that it was feminine?
What makes it feminine? There's nothing about it that makes it feminine outside of programming, right?
Same thing Kid Cudi tried to do when he went on Saturday Night Live with the dress. He was like, who says a dress has to be for a woman? Like, well, nigga, society says it. So,
It's programming.
you know
That's
what I mean? Like, we going to roll with that. Even though women can wear pants, you know what I mean? And like, but it's like, so, and that's how he tried to spin it. Yeah, good luck with that, my nigga. Like, that's not working, you know, at least not for me. But we're also the type, too, though, or we get accused as being homophobes or, you know, stereotyping.
I'm with you, Reese. I'm not saying that, like, listen, y'all know my motto, do what you do. But, like, painting the nails ain't for me. It ain't for me.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to be like, I'm not gonna make a big fuss. Like,
what we doing if Hove did this in his prime? How do you think that would? Even though I know it's completely different times, like it's two different eras now.
Niggas would lose their shit.
It would be it would have resulted in a misstep.
Career would have been. This could have been career threatening.
I wouldn't say career threatening, but it would have been. People would have put him on the shelf for a second.
I think this is Drake just toying with niggas like I can do whatever I want. I'm
he
the
really
boy.
can. He really can. I mean,
Y'all still, my shit's still gonna slap. Like I said, like I've got to a point to where if Uzi do this, Lil Yachty, a lot of them niggas, you can throw a lot of them niggas in there. Like I don't even blink at it. Like, oh, okay.
What a Future does.
But I'll probably be on the fence. Future, like I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't did it before. If he ain't painted.
He's definitely done it.
What to say? I got a feeling he's probably done it.
Yeah, Future's definitely done it.
It's just Drake has never gave off that type of energy to where you can't classify what it is that he's on at this time. All them other guys that I've named,
I think Lil Durk might did it too.
has he?
Everybody's doing it right now.
Bro, the niggas is doing it, bro. It's the shit. Don't quote me on the Lil Durk shit.
Oh man, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Hey man, God bless, man. That's
God
all I can say.
fucking bless.
That's all I can say,
God
Reese. I mean,
bless.
I feel like we're gonna keep talking in circles because it's like it's such a, you know, you don't want to come off a certain way, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's just opinion based. You know, my personal opinion is not for me. I feel like certain things we should just leave for the women. But hey, if that's what you want to do, that's cool. That's just where I'm at with it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm with you. Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's not anything that you know, that we can actually say or do about it. You know what I mean? But it's just something that you just raise an eyebrow to and just be like, I wonder what the train of thought was with that. You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of thought to just do that. That ain't something that you just wake up like, yeah, I'm about to. Because this is Drake. You know, anything that you do is going to be, you know, newsworthy. So I mean, he knew that going into it. So I don't know. We'll see what's to come of this. Like I think one of y'all said, like a record is probably coming, or he's going to address it.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna get at niggas.
We shall see. Let's see where we at.
Before are you about to get out of music?
No, go ahead, say that.
All right. So, listen, we about to start turning this motherfucker up, and we need some suggestions because we want Meek Mill in the Verzuz.
Absolutely.
We need to discuss who's going to be a good candidate to go against Meek Mill.
Oh, well, there was a suggestion. People wanted us to do the 50 and Lil Wayne. I don't like that.
You know who suggested that?
Well, that sounds like a Marlon.
Facts.
Who else?
Listen, I love 50
Who can go
and
against
Wayne.
Meek Mill though?
That's what I'm saying. Who do you put against?
Think about the clash, right? So I don't think
Meek Mill's the little babies.
You think so?
I think Baby be too new.
I mean, that doesn't matter. They can go against each other, but his class will be what? Obviously Drake, Kendrick, Cole, right? But then you have the Big Sean's, the Wale's. I don't think Big Sean can be.
Meek?
That's what I'm saying. I put the.
He's really a part of that class.
He's part of that class.
Naming.
So who in that class can I mean, I was
Part of what class?
To be all the way honest, like y'all may not agree with me, but like Meek is, even though his status or his I would say his celebrity is there, but his sales isn't. Meek is the DMX to the Hove of what like J. Cole and Kendrick and all them was. Like he's the streets to them. You know what I mean? As big as they are over there, mainstream popular, Meek I think is out in the streets. You know what I mean? As far as that air goes, I don't know how y'all feel about that. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa. I think Meek would clean Wiz though.
Oh, hell no, Wiz and Meek. I wouldn't even.
It doesn't match up good, but that is somebody that's.
I mean, but does it necessarily have to be class? Like niggas in the same.
It
class?
doesn't. It doesn't.
No.
It almost can't.
That's why I said Lil Baby. I think that would be a good.
I'm looking online, looking at some suggestions, and these suggestions are terrible. Definitely, Lil Baby's on here.
Is it?
Moneybag Yo and Meek.
I think he'll clean Moneybag.
Yeah.
And I love Money, but I don't think Money ready for him yet.
Yeah, I mean Money. Yeah, I think
Money got some joints, but I think his clip is only. His clip may be only about 10 deep, maybe.
Well, Meek don't got 20 for real.
You out your mind, dude.
Meek don't got 20.
He's not out of his mind.
Meek don't got 20.
He's not out of his mind. Don't say he's out.
Meek don't got 20. Meek can do 20, but he don't. But he doesn't really have a 20 clip for real.
Meek ain't got 20.
He can. I mean, he has enough records to do 20 records.
We know that. That's.
But like,
he don't got 20 though.
Who?
Meek. Is that what y'all saying?
Yeah.
Y'all do realize Meek got what, like 7 or 8 albums, and then that's. I'm not even counting features yet. I'm just pulling a record off of each one of those.
So what?
So that's 8 records already.
So what?
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
And y'all saying he ain't got 12 features?
No, he got 20 records.
He got 20 records.
20's gonna be a struggle.
Pull up his essentials, please. Just have a look at it. I've seen it before.
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to say, Blaze. Like,
20 is a lot of records, Reese.
Extremely a lot. But I want y'all to go look at it and then be like, yeah, Reese, you know what? I might be the same way you just listened to this Dirk earlier. Like, I might have been wrong about that.
Yeah, I was wrong about the Dirk. Let me go ahead and say that on the air right now. That Dirk is sounding great to me today. Meek Mill. You want to go to Meek Mill's Essentials?
Yeah.
All right. They said he ain't got no essentials. No, I'm just joking. All right, so we got. What's this? Hey,
yeah, that ain't gonna ring off.
That's number one.
That's not gonna ring off.
What's this?
Yeah.
That's,
Dirk and Baby.
It's like,
Switching location or something. I heard that just the other day too. Like,
I know, but it's one of them records that's like, you play the right record. I mean, come on, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
He got a few of them with that guy.
You gotta play that. You gotta play that.
Yeah, and that may be record 1.
Now we gotta do this Meek now because because I'm gonna be honest. You hold Meek a little higher than what he really is, bro.
All right, y'all just tell me who's there, who's better. And I might not even play that one, but that's definitely a one for. Do we even gotta play it? He got like 4 on that album alone.
It's a crazy album.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Is that Championship?
No, that's the red. That's the
Wins
Wins and Losses. Yeah.
Oh, you got one of my favorite records on that.
Ooh,
Thug and me. Thug and me.
That'd be a good one.
Thug and me.
I think he'd
Thug and me. Thug and me. Thug and me.
Let's go.
Free the slime.
Hey, listen, we got our verses.
Listen, Thug and me.
We got our verses.
Thug will clean me.
And Thug cleaned him on that song that you're talking about. Let's be very clear.
Thug will clean me.
You crazy.
You're out of, listen, he's out of his fucking mind.
He ain't got 20.
Crazy.
Oh!
Thug will got
He
20.
didn't even finish the Meek 20, and I don't like that.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
Thug got 20.
Yes. Yes.
Can I keep going?
Yes.
Please keep going.
This nigga's out of his mind if he thinks Thug doesn't have 20.
What's that? All Eyes on You with Nicki? Yeah, I probably won't play.
Do you know how many songs he has with Future?
Oof, Meek?
Young
Thug.
Thug.
Oh, yeah. Them ain't gonna ring off like
Bro,
that.
what?
Hey,
You know, listen, and niggas can front all they want, but you know how many bangers he got with Gunna?
You want to know one of my favorite Meek songs? It probably wouldn't be played, but I would play it in the verses.
House Party?
House Party. No, I wouldn't. House
That's
Party.
definitely going on.
It's not even on
You know how
the
many
list?
songs Thug has with Drake?
It's on here.
Meek got about 4 with Drake.
Yeah,
And all of them.
This one right here, though. This goes for me.
Oh, yeah.
This
Tory
goes for me.
Lanez. Liddy again?
That's my shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's a stadium record.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember when he did that at Summer Jam. That shit was nuts. They didn't got to his catalog with him and the boss. Man, come on, man, cut it out.
Listen,
Cut it out.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, amen. Early.
All right. Look, I'm gonna be
Early.
honest. I want this.
He got 20.
He got 20. Thank you.
Free slug. All right, you done? You done?
No, I'm not.
Let me know when you done.
Nowhere near done.
Let me know when you done.
Hey, come on, man.
That's not
I wouldn't play that.
That wouldn't work. That
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
work.
say you're gonna
But
look.
that's a banger. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. If you get into his Dream Chaser catalog with DJ Drama, he got 3 mixtapes with Drama. Like, no, I won't play that either.
This one is good. I'm just going through his list. I don't know what this is. What's this?
Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work.
What's this?
Yeah, it's gonna work.
I don't think so.
It's not gonna work.
You ready to get busy?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Y'all ain't got 20 Thug records.
Reach you out of your fucking mind.
Y'all ain't got 20.
You got 20 Thug records that you love.
You got 20 Thugs. I ain't familiar.
You're not familiar with this
Oh,
nigga?
with Chris Brown?
His whole album, Chris Brown.
Yeah, Slime to be. Yeah.
That's the only record that blew up off of that.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
And y'all go. What we gonna do? We gonna just fast forward the Thugs part? Is that what we gonna
Yes.
do? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
It's the verses.
Everything we literally get. That right? We gotta wait to get the Thugs part on that too.
So what?
You done played me 2 features already.
I just went top songs.
That the record with Drake.
You
You said this was trash when it dropped. Don't play it now. Don't play it
It's
now.
gonna ring on.
Push and P. You gonna play that?
Yes, nigga, cause it still rings
With
on.
Gunna?
Does he really want to do this?
He can't beat me.
Does he really want to do this?
I'm ready to jump in and take over this list.
Hey, look.
He haven't got to it yet.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
I love that record, but it ain't gonna work.
What?
It ain't gonna work.
And I'm chilling right
I
now.
saw my shit. You ain't gonna play that.
What? And I'm chilling right now.
homie. You scared to get into that tour?
You still
I'm chilling right now.
Hey, if you ain't got all about the money with him and T.R. them type of records,
I'm chilling.
cause that ain't gonna
Don't-
work.
don't-
Check's not gonna
Don't
work.
listen to him. Don't let him talk to y'all.
Check's not
niggas.
gonna work. He knows it's gonna work.
The matchup is set.
Hey, and you playing Push and P? You playing Push and P? It ain't play this?
I'm just chilling.
You play
We
hot?
played
I
that.
did
Okay,
that.
okay. I'm about
That's
to
what I'm saying,
say.
because we have to fast forward to Thug's part
It's
again.
his song. It's Thug's song.
Who else is on it though? Somebody.
Gunna?
That ain't gonna work.
What? Best friend ain't gonna work, Blaze?
Would this work?
I
You
played
already
that.
played that.
I already played that. Listen,
Y'all said y'all hated that record.
Yeah, but
when
it still
it
work
dropped.
though. It still work on the verses.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Blaze. He got too many of these. And these are the features.
what you gonna have to do it though? Like, thank God we're gonna have to get the DJ up there to make the miracle out of those.
You play this?
Yeah, I played that. I'm chilling right. That's what I'm saying. I'm just
Put
doing
niggas
features.
asleep out there with them slow ass records.
Reese.
Please meet me at the London. And that ain't gonna work.
Crazy. King Kong ain't gonna work.
Oh, what's this?
All right, we don't want to get clipped by YouTube. Y'all forgot we on YouTube.
Play this?
Yeah, he played it.
Yeah, it's some records on here.
So it's a good matchup. We like the mix
It's an
versus
awesome
Thug.
matchup.
Let's not fucking forget this, cause he. Daddy got the status.
And I'm gonna come right behind you.
Trying to be my daddy.
Don't like that.
Everybody please by the casket.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest.
Sandwiches.
Thug ain't got 20 though.
Yes, he do.
Y'all love Thug. That's the thing. See, this is why this would be such a biased versus because y'all love Thug so much.
I love
Y'all think any and everything a go for Thug.
It's going.
No, not any and everything. Not any and everything, but yeah.
Y'all played quite a few records where it's like, come on.
No. And you played quite a few, and it was like, your man's did it.
Major League Music.
Listen, the champ is coming through.
So I like it. I like the Meek Mill. I like the Young Thug.
Three-time versus champion, man.
I like that. Hey, what they gonna do with the intro? What is that a point, right? Yeah, okay.
Lifestyle's a point.
No, it's not.
What?
Lifestyle ain't no guarantee.
Yes, it is.
With Rich Homie?
Yes.
I've been alive to live this lifestyle.
Nigga, the whole club's gonna sing it. The whole club's gonna sing it.
The club might collapse when I play the intro.
But we know that.
No, but niggas not low-key tired of the intro. Niggas low-key
You
tired of
sound
the
like
intro.
DJ Drama right now.
No, I'm just saying, like, Reese, the intro's gonna be a point. It's an automatic point. Let's be very clear.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was.
We're gonna see, man. We're gonna get there. Thug and Meek. Let's make it happen.
This is the first one that's gonna be.
Let's get the paperwork
fair.
drawn up.
This is the first one that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because you've picked
I
people
always
that's been
pick
trash.
the super B side, you know what I mean? Like, but I think I got the A side now. I think I do.
You do.
So we're gonna get the
They got a
paperwork
lot of songs
together.
together.
Yeah, they do. They make good music together. I like what they're doing, and like I said, it's a nice clash. With that said, I want to get into some real talk. Daz, you brought it to my attention in the chat. You said you had something that was on your mind that you wanted us to discuss on the show. So I'm going to bring it to the show. And I got some other real talk that I want to follow that up with. But the first thing that I want to talk about is men, us as men, how much we love to get compliments too. Now, I know before I can even finish this, you know, someone's listening to this recording right now, like, niggas want to be bitches so bad. You know what I mean? Like, I can already hear them now, right? You know, that's the thing, that's the saying that's going around.
And that's not what I'm saying, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's definitely not what we're saying. But elaborate on that some more to where you coming from with it, and if it's an experience or something that you want to speak on, we can go there as well.
It's just something that I thought about. It's just like, you know, I just feel like, I don't know, man. You know, we kind of talked about it earlier about like society, right? So it's like earlier today when we were talking about how, you know, who's to say paint your nails is feminine? You know, society said that. But I just feel like, you know, as men, it's just, you know, it's the stigma that, you know, you got to be hard, you got to be tough, you know, you got to be a man, right? Which, I understand that to an extent. But what you know, at that time when I sent the text, Reese, it was just something that I thought about. And I was just saying, you know, as men, like, I'm not saying that women got to, you know, break their neck and go above and beyond. But it's just like, it feels good as a man to hear a compliment from
occasionally, there's nothing wrong with it, and you know,
you look handsome. I like your haircut. I like your, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, whether we like it or not, everything we do is inspired by women somehow, some way, right?
All right, so let me spin it like this, and you know, everything normally circles back to social media. I think women tend to think paying you a compliment might be sending you some hard eyes. You know what I mean? Versus verbally expressing it. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it, but do it ring off the same as, damn, you handsome.
Man, listen. I'm gonna be honest. Getting a compliment in person and getting a compliment on social media is two totally different things to me.
Absolutely.
The compliment in person rings off way better than it rings off on social media. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I just like if I'm out and a person gives me a compliment, I don't know. I appreciate it more. I'm not saying I don't appreciate comments via social media, but a compliment in person just hit different to me.
I heard a chick a couple weeks ago. She was like, damn, you smell edible. You know what I mean? Like, and that made my day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
It should have made you
and I am. Try it.
Yeah, like I mean,
Try
I
it
had a
and
chick
see.
tell me I was handsome, and I was like, it made me feel
do.
I think some hands.
good. Right, stepping out the phantom. Don't you think I'm handsome? You feel me? So I'm just saying, like, you know, but I think also too, compliments hit even better when it's like somebody that you really don't be having like that.
Now we going somewhere.
Okay,
That
so,
every, you know
so
what
what
I
you're
mean?
saying is like,
We getting somewhere.
so when you know somebody digging you, their compliments is definitely great.
Yeah.
But when you don't know somebody's digging you and they just jump out the window head first off the porch,
Damn, you looking good today. Damn, your carrot cake.
yeah.
Talk to me. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna go out there and say that, like, to an extent, I think it's necessary. You know what I mean? Like, we're not saying we have to hear it on a daily, because that's not a requirement at all.
Nah.
You know what I mean? But I also tend to think that if you feeling me the same way that I'm feeling you, like, I'm not looking for it to be necessarily mutual as far as the, you know, the compliment side of it, but I do want to be knowing that, oh nah, she on me, she digging me.
I think she
You know what I mean?
like me.
And that's the only way you really, like, because how else can a woman, how else does it come across, or how else can it be translated that a woman is feeling you? You know what I mean? Because we ain't looking for monetary.
And
you know what I mean?
thank you. And I think that's the thing. Is like, listen, as men, we like words of affirmation too.
Yeah.
All right, so like,
Is that your love language?
Yeah.
so we back to talking about love.
That works for me.
I'm trying to.
I like words of affirmation, reassurance. Yeah, I like that shit.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Listen,
Trying to increase, expand my palate a little bit. You know, I don't fuck with
You know what I mean?
zodiac signs. or
Affection.
none of that.
You know what I mean?
but you wouldn't do the love languages. I
This is
just
I
asked
don't fuck with love language or
Okay.
the words of
But he, but you know, he was
zodiac signs.
zodiac signs.
Yeah,
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 he was just a slight pander. You know what I mean? He wanted to just tap in with a
Bandit,
different demo.
bandit.
So here's my thing, like, so
Clock in on that demo.
all right.
Hey, we pod today. This is a good ass show.
So let me ask y'all this though, like, do y'all think y'all get enough compliments from women?
I get them from the ones that I think I should get them from, but I don't. I think I should be. I know this is gonna sound crazy.
Think you should get more?
I think I should get more.
Hey, you know what? You know what I think it is too. I think also too is like
I know when I'm looking good.
I think
And I know you know
also
I'm
too.
looking good, like-
I think also too. Sometimes like how women perceive you can either help or hurt your compliments, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some women, they might look at a man like, oh, he hear this type of stuff every day, so I might be thinking about it, but I'm
It's
not
not
gonna
your
say it.
concern.
You
Like,
feel what I'm saying?
You worry
And I
about
feel
the wrong
like
thing.
you know, you selling yourself short, ladies, when you do that.
Let me ask y'all a question. So, you know, we in the FaceTime era.
Yeah,
Are you guys having
not that
FaceTime?
big of a
Well,
face.
I don't really get. I don't
As a
understand why.
person who's dating, like, that's what it is.
I don't understand why people like the FaceTime.
People be hitting it, and I purposely just smoke it.
I'm an old school food. I don't. Yeah, the FaceTime.
You know why?
My business.
You know why I'm kind of cautious with the FaceTime, because you just never, like, somebody. I don't know who's in the background or what. Like,
Camera's
you might-
not coming on when I'm on the FaceTime.
Yeah, you gonna be looking at the ceiling for one,
You're gonna be looking at.
and then because you just never. I know this sounds crazy, but not anytime, but most of the time, I'm thinking it's a setup. Somebody's over there that you trying to line me up.
Nah.
That's how people are communicating these days. It's not necessarily.
I don't get it.
I don't need it.
I don't
But
get it.
So listen, y'all probably have never had this happen, but sometimes women will give like a little under the table compliment. You hop on FaceTime and they might say, "Where you about to go?
Yeah,
Where you going?" Like, nah, just say I look nice.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't play this little passive aggressive shit that you're doing.
So you like the FaceTime? That's your thing?
I
You
don't
like
prefer it. No,
Mm.
I don't prefer it. But you know, some people that's all they do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Even like in the younger generation, like shout out to Kent. Kent's never called me.
You just FaceTime.
He always FaceTimes me.
It's kind of weird to me.
That's because we're older and we just. But that, I mean, the younger generation, like Jamon, will never call anybody. Never.
Now, Christian is strictly my youngest. Is strictly FaceTime audio or FaceTime
Yeah.
video.
No, there's
Like,
no regular phone
You might as well
calls.
cut your phone.
You might as well.
Like, you're not even. He don't check text messages. He don't call.
You're paying for the service like it's national Wi-Fi.
Right.
That's what you're paying for. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to use it. I'd be surprised if Dre was calling anybody.
Dre don't never FaceTime me. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think Dre's living a double life that I don't know about. You know what I mean? Like, God bless him. You know, I love him. He's a great kid, but he ain't got no pictures up on his gram. He don't FaceTime me. Like,
You know.
I know he's this quiet, reserved kid, but I know it's another side of him.
Hey, there's another Instagram.
Oh yeah, I know. I already know. I'm gonna find it too. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not the biggest on FaceTime. Now I think early on with somebody, like I entertain it, you know, for a minute, but I'm not even the biggest phone person, period. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of my relationships tend to fail because the line of communication for me it gets real limited. You know what I mean? It's like I just.
Oh, let's talk about this. We podding. So, how do you feel you are as a communicator?
I can communicate good. Like, do I?
Through what measures? Like what? Like how do you?
Definitely in person. You know what I mean? I would prefer it to be in person.
You're in person communicator. You don't want to talk on the phone.
I don't want to talk on the phone.
You don't want to send text messages.
I don't.
You don't want to FaceTime.
I don't. I know that's not conducive to a relationship in this era. You know what I mean? I know it's not. You know what I mean? So, and I've been working on it. You know what I mean? But I've had multiple women tell me like they say, look, Flat, your communication sucks. And it's not that the communication sucks. It's just that I'm not available to it. Like, to them, I guess as much as they would like me to be. But maybe that's just the old school nigga in me. Like, I just don't care to do it. And I've never been the type to sit on the phone and talk. Like, if I'm on the phone with you and I'm able to talk to you an hour, 30 minutes plus, I gotta love you. You know what I mean? Because I'm not sitting on the phone with nobody that long.
Yeah, I know. Me personally, I'm not a first reacher outer. If that means like I'm probably not going to want to reach. It's not even like I'm doing something on purpose. Right. I'm just living my life, and if you hit me, I'll talk to you. But I'm not. I'm probably not. And plus, I'm like real. Like if you might like I don't know what you got going on, so I'm just chilling. You hit me when you're free, and if I'm free too, let's talk.
What about you, Daz? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I do. Most of my shit be like via text. I ain't really big on like talking on the phone. FaceTime definitely ain't my shit.
Now you know what I am kind of into. You know what I kind of enjoy.
Here we go.
I like the voice notes. You know what I mean?
The voice notes is a new wave.
It's kind of spicy. I like that. I like it, especially when you got a good conversation going, and then it's convenient. Like I got multiple voice notes going via text and Instagram. You know what I mean? Like both ways. Like now I did have.
I feel like you got a different Instagram than what we got. Not to say that we can't send voice notes, but I don't have gifts.
I got the gifts now.
You got the gifts now?
Popped up on you.
I do. I was hot when I seen Reese pull it on. I ain't have it. I was kind of hot.
Hey, you know what I don't got though? That y'all probably got. In your DMs, they got the statuses up there. I don't have statuses now. In my,
I don't even know that.
In my CEO visions and my designer page, I got it on there. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't even know what
Let me
you're
show
talking
you real quick. I'm like, I went in my shit and turned the settings on. Like, nah, you just ain't got it. So look, this is my what's the name page. Look at this.
Oh yeah, I got that.
So these are statuses.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if in your DMs at the top.
Yeah, I got that. The status. Yeah.
I don't have that.
What is it?
Those statuses. This is my designer page.
Yeah.
It's there in
I've
my
never
DM.
seen it before in my life.
It's not on the What We Talking About page. It's not on my personal page. But it's on this. I'm like, what the fuck's that all about? Like, I done turned on every setting trying to get that motherfucker on my regular page and it won't pop up. So how do you even... Do you know how to update your own status?
I do, but I mean,
I didn't know you were supposed to put statuses on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? Anything that's on the Facebook, they convert it over. It's the same thing, so...
We should have been on Facebook in decades.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm with the shits, as far as the new advancements with technology. And I think it all comes down to the individual. Like, if I'm rocking with you, if I'm infatuated with you at this point in time, you can do no wrong.
I get the voice note thing though. I like that because it's like you kind of sitting waiting for the response.
Yeah.
Like I like that. All right.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
like that. You know what I mean? So I think it plays who it is plays a major role.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want somebody who I really ain't interested in like that. Like, no, don't FaceTime me. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, clearly.
Yeah, I was say that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But
That's what I'm saying.
you would think. Some of them violated. You know, my shit was getting blew the fuck up from the grill one day. I'm like, hold the fuck.
hold on, nah, that's a direct violation. Calling somebody via Instagram is serial killer.
FaceTiming me and all that.
I don't know how to do it.
It's a little phone button right at the top.
Yeah, in the message, you just click on it.
Really?
Like, yeah. Like I'm
You're a serial killer. You do that.
Serial killer? Sheesh.
It's
invasive.
If somebody called you via Instagram, you be like, "What the fuck is you?" You look at your phone, you see it's an Instagram call. You can be like, "What the fuck is she doing?"
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
He calling you right now.
Oh, wow.
You feel what I'm saying? If that popped up, what you gonna do, Blaze? If that popped up, what you gonna do?
Imagine that. Like
That's
I done got that.
Have you ever like took the call?
Yeah. If it's somebody that I really
Right.
like,
So
shit, finally. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's also
I've been waiting on you to pop up and show your face.
Pick it up like Birdman.
Yeah.
Like, what's good, Playboy?
Hey.
Yeah, so like I said, for me, I think it's really all a matter of who it is that's on the other end.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's somebody who I got a lot of motion with or somebody who I want that motion with, like, go ahead, do whatever you want. However you want to get in touch with me, please feel
Whatever
free to
you
do
want.
it. Yeah. Meek, that's another one.
Hey,
You can get whatever you want.
I have to go through that quick
Whatever
list.
you need.
I'm a little concerned.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned.
I don't know why.
You know how Des, he gonna sway the crowd though. Like that's
This one might not be swaying.
might not be swayable.
Listen,
Like,
I've heard
Thug
this.
ain't-
No, I've heard this before.
No, you've always
yes,
had
you
the
did.
fake
No,
You always have this.
No,
See?
y'all not gonna do this.
Hold on. So you had
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne versus
Yeah, and you set that one up.
Yeah, I said them all up.
You said all of them up.
He had Lil Wayne.
Drake versus Future.
He had Chris Brown.
Chris
and
Brown
he
versus-
had
Trey
Drake.
Songz. Chris Brown versus Trey
Oh
Songz.
yeah. You always had the heavy favorite.
Yeah, like
You ain't the favorite on this one. Not the favorite. You still might win.
it's coming
Your
in
favorite.
like Vegas. The odds right now is like shit. Split down the middle. They like anybody could take this.
Toss up.
Yeah, no, I would say that.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Yeah,
But-
but he's saying those them other matches ain't been a toss up at all. Like it's been
But there's
decided.
no
uphill
concern.
battle.
There's no concern though. Like I'm not concerned at all. I'm more concerned for him than myself.
Okay. I like that type of talk.
It's
That's the easy talk.
This ain't a diss song. It's a real song. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like because that's what I'm saying. Listen, Meek. There are records that Meek have that yes, okay, we know the intro. Boom, we got that.
Meek got about 6 records that's guaranteed points.
No, give me 6 right now.
I'm a boss.
I don't know how we got back here, but
Huh? You don't think that's a guaranteed point?
no, I don't know how we got back here. But
Oh yeah, and I don't want to be back here, but
I don't feel like I'm a boss is automatic.
see that we ain't got nothing to talk about.
I don't feel like it's an automatic point.
Okay.
Depending on what I play. I come with the right song.
Thug
then
don't
I'm a
have
boss.
nothing for I'm a boss.
If I feel like if I play Lifestyle against I'm a boss, Lifestyle
Do
will
he?
win.
Like, let's be honest.
Yes, Reese. Yes.
What energy can he like? I'm.
If you play I'm a boss and I play Lifestyle, I feel like the crowd is gonna go with Lifestyle.
I think ain't about the money might be I'm the boss.
Facts.
Next topic.
I forgot about all about if it ain't about the money.
You look crazy with it.
Again, another feature. Like we're going to have to fast forward to a spot.
Yeah,
Hopefully
we
got a
will. We
good
have
DJ.
technology. It's 2023.
Hopefully we got a good DJ
Yeah,
that's gonna get
we
you
will.
to them cue
We
points.
will.
So to wrap that conversation up, ladies, us as men, we love hearing compliments. We love getting them. We shouldn't be the only ones delivering compliments. You know, we're not asking for a 50-50 type of situation here, but I can already hear the women saying now, like, men want to be women so bad, like that. That's the new thing that they love saying.
I think we don't give the women, at least our listeners, enough credit for being understanding and being like, yeah, y'all.
I see a lot of our listeners where they be some shit I be wanting to jump in their DM like, who's this shot at? Like, you know, because I see a lot of shit. Like, I still see the podcast shots.
Oh, do
you
you?
know what I mean? I see all of it. You know what I mean? Do I care enough to address them? No. You know what I mean? But again, niggas is human. When you see some shit, sometimes you compartmentalize it and you just jump in them shoes. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? But we see it all. You know, but
Ain't
again,
nothing wrong with a compliment. It's actually absolutely mandatory for me.
me too. That's why I said, you know, I really feel like it don't have to be on a daily, you know what I mean? But, you know, stroke a nigga's ego, you know, make me feel good.
Yeah.
You know, and that, I'm telling you, like, making your man feel good is going to carry this this relationship so much further. You know what I mean? Because a nigga going to feel like he's appreciated, he's wanted, you know what I mean, and loved. And that makes me love you in so much of a better way. You know what I mean? But
yeah, we can get into a bag. Let's go.
now the complete opposite of that. So we're gonna get into some other shit.
Because if you don't, somebody will.
Yeah, absolutely. Please believe that. Like, and even if you do, somebody still will. Social media is a motherfucker. Like, listen, you gotta understand that. You know, the same way, you know, us as men, when we know when we got a bad bitch, and we know that niggas is daily sending the fire emojis and the heart eyes and her Instagram
Come
story.
with the game.
I do it too. Like, so you know what I mean? You know when your girl cold, like,
come with the game.
she's getting 30 of those a day. But ladies, you got to understand that, you know, we're human. You know, we get them too. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Now, like I said, I do got some fuck shit here that I want to get into. We still having some real talk, but this one right here, you know what I mean? We probably going to ruffle some feathers, but let's see. This is one of you guys' favorites, Sauce Walker.
Ooh wee.
He recently was doing an interview. He said some pretty outlandish statements, and I'm going to play them and see what y'all think about it.
Not the black woman, it's just that your preference is white women. Is that accurate? What's up?
Again, I look at life as business. I don't date. It's not because when you.
Do
I don't
you
date.
date black women?
I don't date black women because they black. It's not. You can't answer
Bro, do
because of that.
you
It's
date
yes.
black women?
I date all women. White women understand business relationships easier than black people. That white women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved. If they're not the only woman involved, then they're not understanding. I'm not a person that's only gonna be with one woman. I have multiple
Tony
women
the
in my
close
life.
over
They
there,
have
right?
to understand that there's multiple women in my life.
So you don't not.
All right, so again, that was Sauce Walker. Hopefully I'm saying that right.
You are.
You know, sometimes I get why some people say, like, stop letting these niggas get in front of microphones. I think this might be one of those prime examples of, you know, we got to stop putting mics in front of niggas' faces and let niggas sit down. Like, all content don't need to get out, right? You know, for those that didn't quite catch what he was saying, he was saying his preference is to date white women. You know, he tried to frame it with they understand business better. Again, I'm not in agreement at all. Like, I'm just really relaying what he said, and I want us to discuss it. I've never heard nobody with a take like this. Now, that's not to say that people don't think that way, but to hear it, like to actually hear it out loud, you know, it was kind of cringy.
It was definitely crazy.
You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on it? And I think, you know, with him not being a super, like a big star, like this might be one of them shits that get glossed over, and it probably won't affect him. You know what I mean? But what's your thoughts on that?
I'm just gonna make my answer short and sweet. He's bugging. You know, to each his own. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like that statement is just like a wild misconception to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like, because I feel like we've seen too many stories of where, like, you know, black men be trying to date white women thinking the grass is greener. Then they look up and they getting took. You know what I'm saying? They getting took up top in the court.
So,
like, right.
let me read his tweets, because I guess he did catch some hell after that. This is kind of lengthy, but pause. So let me read this. Yuck.
Yeah, super.
He says, I like women who can accept and respect the truth that I'm not monogamous, and I'm honest with them about it from the beginning, giving them the choice to agree with my lifestyle or not, rather than me hiding and lying to her about other women like a high school student. So women can choose to not be attracted to broke men with no ambition or stability, and etc. But I can't choose to be attracted to women who understand incorporation, independence, teamwork makes the dream work on all levels of life, not just business. Unity always wins. My preference is not about black, brown, blue, or white women. It's about blue Benjamins. I love women of all races, but the purpose is blue faces.
So first of all, I need you to understand that Sauce is a pimp. Okay, so we shouldn't be taking no type of advice from him relationship wise in the first place. Second of all, what he's saying is cap, right? It's what Des just said. It's a chronic, like, misconception that's out there. It's like, oh, go mess with a white girl because she ain't gonna be mad about you going to fuck these bitches.
It's cap. She's gonna be calculated with it. She's gonna play along with it, and then once she can find a way that can
Take you forever.
you know what I mean? Once she can find a way to get some bread and get out.
Well, I feel like we're having a people conversation, not a color conversation, right? This is too general. Even saying that they're calculated is like generalizing. Like people, it depends on the type of person that you attract, right? Doesn't matter what color their skin is. Right? So I just think he's foul. Who gives a fuck what Sauce Walker's saying about relationships when the motherfucker's a pimp?
Yeah.
I think, the part that's so... I think the part that's real bad or alarming or, about this whole scenario here is that, he downplayed a black woman to elevate a white woman. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that's where the misstep was. You could have just said, I like white women, and leave it at that.
Or you could say nothing.
Right, you could have said
date your white women that you like to date.
You know what I mean? And I think that's where a lot of people mess up, not just men, but women as well. Preference is a thing that's, unique to you, the individual. Your preference don't have to be voiced. You know what I mean? You don't have to try to make anybody understand what you like, what you love, what you desire, what you crave. It's when you go out there and you publicly offer up what you like versus what you don't like. Like, you got a whole population or a whole sector of people that fit that description of what you don't like. So only thing they taking that is a shot in the face. Like, nigga, you downplaying me just to big up this person, which, you know what I mean, is cool, but it's when you voice it that makes it come off as bad as it do. And then, like what Blaze said, I wasn't aware that Sauce was, considered a pimp. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Like, it's just niggas say any and everything. Like, and sometimes you can tell that the industry has shifted away from, having PR people and all that shit. You know what I mean? Because there's so many foul and just crazy commentary from artists on a daily now. You know what I mean? Like, anybody has the opportunity to get on live and go live on their socials. You know what I mean? Anybody can get out there and say anything, and then everybody has a podcast, making, your commentary available to any and everybody as well. So, I mean, him saying this shit, it sounds nuts. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. I don't know,
Yeah, he's foul. He's a foul.
Super foul, you know what I mean? Super foul. Do y'all think this will be hurtful in any way to...
No, he's not the type of artist where this matters.
Yeah, man. He ain't getting put on the radio. He ain't no...
There's not a ton of women running to listen to Sauce Walker. All right, so he'll be fine.
Sauce, you gotta chill. You gotta relax, bro. You know what I mean? And he make good music. You know what I mean? You hate to hear niggas that do got talent like that. It's almost like, man, why... It's almost like the sports, the shut up and dribble. Like, you want to tell a nigga shut up and just make music, you know what I mean? But in this day and age, we can't, you know what I mean? Like, niggas is going to speak their mind on a lot of shit, and sometimes you just really be like, I wish I never knew this about, somebody who I'm a fan of.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're a fan of him, like, you kind of understand, like, this ain't far-fetched. Like, he has a big issue with his mom. I don't know if his mom was wilding out early on. And he has songs that are just like, you'd be like, yeah, he probably shouldn't have did that song about his mom. Like,
so his issue is deep rooted.
Yeah, for sure. I would assume so, for sure.
I hate to hear it, man. I hate to hear it. Enough of the real talk, man. Let's get into some sports. You know what I mean? I know we at the end of the year. This is turning into a dreadful time. You know, we about to reach that point of
worst.
sports where
The worst.
you know we just sitting there looking at NBA TV and distant or instant classics and shit like that. But the NBA Finals, you know, last week we was sitting here right before Game 7 took place between Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. You know, now that we're sitting here, we do know that the Miami Heat ended up winning that series. And now we have the NBA Finals with the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. Right now, Denver is up 1-0. How we feeling about this series? Like, do y'all think, is it going to be entertaining at all? Is it going to be interesting at all? Or is it just going to be it's completely overmatched?
I think they're overmatched for sure.
They're over with.
Yeah, Miami should be happy with the
Cinderella season.
Yeah, like their 8th seed. I never believed in Denver, but Denver has shown this playoffs that they're for real. And it's ring time for Joker.
Ring time for Denver. Denver ain't never won one yet.
Size niggas up. Yeah, definitely. I feel the same way.
Yeah, they got Kevin Love on them. It's over with. So, yeah, there's that.
I mean, you got to think, you know, Denver is rolling out 7 foot, 6'11", 6'10". You know what I mean? And Miami is coming out there with 6'5", 6'5", 6'8". You know, like, it's not fair. You know what I mean? Like, I understand this is the NBA, the best of the best, but pause. Size matters. You know what I mean? And, in this case right here, you cannot overcome.
You ain't got to pause that, bro.
Yeah, you cannot over. I had to. I couldn't get that. I couldn't get that out without. Yeah, I just don't see any way that they can combat that size. You know what I mean? And you know, it would take Jimmy Butler being, you know, bubble Jimmy, or not even bubble Jimmy, but playoff Jimmy every game. Even if he was that. Denver got 2. Well, I mean, they for sure got one guy that's a MVP, but Jamal Murray, I don't think niggas realize he's averaging 29, 7, and 6.
He did the Lakers
as the second option. Against the Lakers, he averaged like 34, I believe.
He did the Lakers dirty.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that you can really, you know, do anything with that. And then on top of that, you got snipers all around you, athletic niggas all around you. Like, so I think Denver might be set up, like, if they got the money, if they got everybody squared away and under contract, this Denver team is looking like they could have a chokehold on the league. Like, do y'all see anybody in these next couple years, like, that would be coming for that? Like, unless that team gets broke up. And you know that normally happens with a championship team. 1 or 2 people go get a bag.
We're gonna see what the free agency. Free agency definitely. You know what I mean?
I think it's gonna be trash this year though. Like, the biggest free agent is I want to say it's not even Dame Lillard. Like, niggas is trying to get him via trade.
Bradley Beal?
No, I think he signed that. He signed that Supermax. You know, he was supposed to be on the block last summer. You know what I mean? But I can't think of who it was. There's one person that's a big name. But you know, Dame is the talk of the summer because they talk about.
So we got James Harden.
Yeah,
it's an option.
I don't think that's a big deal anymore. Kyrie, that's the one. They was talking about the Lakers. Kyrie.
A lot of these players, other players are not people that you would consider like. Kristaps Porzingis is up. Van Fleet.
I would go get. They said the Lakers was going after Van Fleet or Kyrie.
Middleton.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. He injury prone.
Yeah, get Porzingis and Middleton.
Yeah, this list getting crazy.
I kind of like Porzingis as a third option.
I mean,
Porzingis been bubbling.
They talking about Porzingis. They talking about New York. Might bring Porzingis back.
That was a big mistake letting him go, but I'm not giving up Randall.
The thing with Porzingis is he wanted the money that he wanted at the time. Niggas didn't believe. You know what I mean?
He averaged 23.2 last
year. Which I feel like in retrospect we kind of.
He don't play winning basketball.
8.4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 50% from the field. 30,
he was in Washington, right?
Yeah, he was getting busy over there.
38.
I would love to have him as a third option. You know what I mean?
I think so.
You know,
I think he would fit. I think he would work with Brunson.
Right.
Brunson and Julius.
This list is
it's boo boo.
They got it ranked like as far as importance. Number 6. I'm at number 6, and Draymond's on here.
Yeah, no fuck.
Number 7 is Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant from Portland. Jeremy Grant.
I like Grant. I like him. Good 4 or 5.
Vucevic from Chicago was in Orlando.
Big man. Yeah, he's a rebounding machine. Double.
I'm at number 9 is Brook Lopez.
Brook on the block. He old.
Yeah, but he still
Niggas is sticking the league up, boy.
Kyle Kuzma's number 2.
These is all $20 million a year players. All these niggas about to get 20 a year.
D'Angelo Russell, Jordan Clarkson, Austin Reeves.
Yeah, this is bad class.
This class.
I don't know.
What y'all think about Harden possibly going back to Houston? Like, is this a farewell? Like,
James Harden might just
packing it in.
I think he might just like fuck it. Let me just get as many bags I can get before I get.
I wouldn't want him back in Houston.
You won't want him back? Not with that young core, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you fucking all that up.
But they're saying that Houston is trying to make a play on.
It don't make sense.
It was a couple people that they was.
Udoka. It don't make sense.
He made, but it was another player that they was trying to bring in with James Harden. It was saying like it was for the culture. You know what I mean?
But what the fuck is Jalen Green and Porter gonna do if James Harden comes here?
I think they might be, getting tired of them niggas. Like they young and immature, and it's just like they don't play winning basketball. You know what I mean? It's just more so
team
like
is fucked up.
I mean, well, they starting a nigga. They had a 28-year-old rookie starting. Buckeye Columbus. You know what I mean? But salute to that man too. Like no shade, but you see the direction that the organization is going. But I think Ime, I don't think Ime. You don't bring in Ime to be a rebuild. Like he's not a rebuild coach. He's a top-notch coach. You know what I mean? So
this nigga stupid, ain't he, bro? I ain't fucking with Reese, bro. I ain't fucking with Reese, man. I don't know. We're gonna see, man. I feel like Houston is just like it's a dump, bro.
So does James Harden stay in Philly?
Nah, I feel like James Harden.
Because they saying that.
I feel like James Harden's at the point in his career where he like fuck a ring. I'm trying to get as many bags as I can.
I ain't even about the bags. He took a pay cut this year. You know what I mean? Like he restructured his deal.
He got a crazy shoe deal too.
Yeah. Yeah, Adidas did give him a crazy bag. But they're saying they're thinking he's up out of there because they don't think he's going to mesh with Nick Nurse. Because that's defensive minded. And he wanted Mike D'Antoni. You know what I mean? That's when we love James Harden is because he was playing in D'Antoni's system. I'm glad they didn't hire D'Antoni. You know what I mean? But I'm just curious to see, and then Bron is still in limbo. What y'all think the Lakers going to be next year?
It depends on what they do. I mean, if I think that going after a Kyrie type is not a good idea.
I don't either.
Keep your core. We keep trading away the core and wondering why when the core don't work out, it don't work out.
Why Brian want Kyrie so much? Why do you think he's doing this now?
First of all, I think Brian's always did this bullshit that he does, where he tries to control too much shit when he shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
It's like he's been so disrespectful while being a Laker. Like whenever the Rams won the Super Bowl and the GM had on fuck them picks and he had to post it. Oh, I love this, blah blah blah. Like you taking a shot.
What happened?
So the GM, the general manager for the LA Rams, when they went on to the parade for the Super Bowl, he had on the shirt and the shirt said "fuck them picks."
Okay. Fuck what picks? I guess I'm
because he was trading away his picks to get
the
talent.
draft picks. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And so Bron, Bron, you've been doing this forever, where you move the young talent out for what you consider as proven veterans, but you need as much youth on this team as possible.
Right. Because y'all be struggling.
I hate that they let Bron fuck up their shit where they ain't got no draft picks. I hate that.
And see, not to sway the conversations elsewhere, but that's part of the argument everybody using the Bron and Jordan debate. Like they talk about how good the Bulls were when Mike stepped away from them. That's because Mike didn't hold the organization hostage. He let the organization run how they're supposed to. He's a superstar. He was the missing piece to put them over the top. But Bron guts an organization so much. But people love using that in that GOAT debate. Like, look what happens to the teams when Bron leaves. The team is back in the lottery. That's because everybody's on a 1-year deal. They up out of there like when Bron is gone.
So, I mean, think about if KCP still was with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma still with the Lakers. These are players that can still be very beneficial.
Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I wasn't even talking about the actual motherfuckers who became stars. That goes without saying. I think Lonzo would have been better under LeBron. but
Yeah,
maybe
for sure.
or maybe not. Shit,
His career might have been different.
Y'all definitely could have used heart.
for sure.
An update, not really an update, but Commissioner Adam Silver has come out about Ja Morant, saying that they discovered, more findings, and they're going to wait till after the finals
Yep.
to deliver his punishment. I'm thinking I think this might be a year suspension.
It's half a season.
You think it's gonna be half a season?
I don't think it'll be. Yeah, I'm about to say
That's the
year.
rumor. That's the rumor. The rumor. It came out today.
Half a season? Okay. Y'all agree with that? Y'all think is it?
Reese, I think that we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Because like what
I'm saying, like, if it is a half, like, say that is the verdict.
it's too much for what we know today.
Yeah,
But the thing is that they have more information.
right. And I'm just basing that though, because y'all remember, I think Gilbert got half the season for bringing guns into the locker room. Now that's two completely different things. But I think it's still in the same realm.
Maybe he did it.
Huh?
Maybe he did that.
Yeah.
You don't know what they like. I don't know what they could uncover, but it was a rumor, like a.
Oh,
anonymous-
okay. I get what you said. Like, we don't know.
Well, no, what he did.
Yeah.
So there was an anonymous executive who put it out there that there are people in the organization concerned if he's going to be alive.
Oh
in a
wow,
few
he's
years.
bugging like that.
That's what they're saying. So we don't know what that is, and we'll wait to see when it comes out. But he's bugging.
Prayers up to Ja, man. Like, I hope he get this shit together. Like, I think for these next couple years, he has. It will be a major setback for him in his career. I don't see any MVPs coming now. You know what I mean? He's definitely not going to make All NBA this next year because he's probably not going to be eligible as far as the amount of games that he's going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, that's going to fuck up, the Supermax bag.
No All Star.
No All-Star for sure. No postseason. No regular season awards. So he's not going to qualify for enough games. So we know the incentives and everything that's plugged into a contract. Only thing he's going to be getting is his base pay, which ain't nothing to sneeze at. You know what I mean? I think it's probably going to be $35 million. But still, man, you hate to see all the money that he's lost. Like, it's gone. There's no coming back. You know what I mean? Maybe that's how niggas look at it. Like, well, I mean, shit, I never had it, so it don't hurt that I'm not getting something that I never had.
Right.
You know what I mean? But to know that it was dangling right there in front of you, and you could touch it down there, and now it's snatched up out of there. So, what y'all think about his dad, man? Like, his dad, I'm super disappointed in. I want to be disappointed in his mom, but his mom hasn't been, parading around like a celebrity like the dad has. So, what I mean? I kind of, cut her some slack, you know what I mean? But T. Morant, man, like, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Huh?
You don't fuck with him.
I don't. You know what I mean? Like, and I think because he's in such a privileged position, and he could be such an example. Like, I saw somewhere the other day where the media fucking fried LeVar Ball, and the only thing he was just a loud, boisterous dad, you know what I mean? But only stain on his record is Jello stealing, out in China, you know what I mean? But other than that, like, his boy's been good, you know what I mean?
He's known to check him too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's what you need.
He's known for
that as a father, that's your role. You know what I mean? Like, you of course, John's the breadwinner now. You know what I mean? He's grown, but I'm still your pops. You know what I mean? Like, I still want you to respect me, and I still want you to respect our name. You know what I mean? Like, I'm T. Morant, nigga. Like, anywhere I go, what you doing is a reflection of how I raised you now. You know what I mean? Like, so you would think, he would, and this, I'm not saying he hasn't, you know what I mean? Like, this is just me assuming. You would think at some point he would put his arm around, like, you got to get this shit all the way together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It seems like Reese's too busy enjoying
he on
the life that Ja is providing instead of being the balance that Ja needs.
right.
And that's why when you giving him grief, I understand where you're coming from. Like, it's like, bro, like, you too busy in the club with him.
Yeah.
Instead of pulling by the collars, like, you can change our whole bloodline can be changed.
The whole fucking blood.
From your talent. Let's not do anything because it's bigger than you at the end of the day.
Bigger than you.
And in this generation, and it's tough. We got teenagers as we parent. It's tough when you get on your kid. The society doesn't really champion that like they used to.
Right.
It could be rough, but he's got to find a way to pull in the reins a little bit.
Got to. I'm hoping he do, man. I want to see Ja get back on track, but I'm, right now, like I said, I'm kind of on the fence with it. Like I don't know if it's in the cards. You know what I mean? 'Cause this is rough. You know what I mean? And that interview that Adam Silver did, like that didn't make that shit sound no better. I'm like, oh shit, like you thinking shit done got quiet for him, but then that come out like, no, we done uncover some shit. You know what I mean? Like, and we gonna wait till the finals over because we don't want to overshadow that.
And that's how you know it's crazy,
right?
Yeah.
Like, what you mean? It's because it's more than the live. Y'all done found some shit.
It's more than what we know. You know what I mean? Like, so
for them to say we ain't gonna even take the shine off of the finals is crazy.
Last thing is sports, and then we'll get out of here for the night. I know we talked about this on the Patreon, but Shannon Sharp leaving Fox Sports. I know I asked this, but in any scenario, and I didn't ask this, but this would be a different way to present the question. Do y'all see him going to ESPN?
Hey, Reese. That would be that'd be a change.
I mean, they got the money to do it.
No, for sure, but
It's worldwide leader.
no, but it's so crazy because it's been happening to them so much.
Right.
For them, you just blew my mind a little bit with that. Like,
that's what I've been thinking. It's like, I think it's time for ESPN to shake some shit up the way Fox Sports did.
yeah, that's a great.
When they pulled
that's
everybody.
a great fucking point. Damn. We had to talk on Patreon and we named everybody but the worldwide leader.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Hey, that would be.
Can you imagine him, Jalen Rose, and Stephen A?
He'd be lit. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, if I'm ESPN,
I'm throwing them the bag.
You are so right.
I think the only reason why they wouldn't do it is because of a Stephen A's. It would offend him, because he wouldn't be he's still the big dog, but it's like you bringing in another nigga to pretty much.
Is that why it's a buyout of the contract?
Yeah, I mean, somebody had to buy it out to buy the rights of
which eliminates the non-compete that's in the contract. That's interesting.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're gonna see.
because I couldn't see I don't think it would make sense for like an HBO to do it.
Right, he has to be on something
he got to be on like basic cable type
daily.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I can get to tonight because HBO.
Because
it would turn into a late night shit where he over there cussing and everything.
And it ain't gonna work.
You gotta have him doing prime time.
But I don't know though. Like the only thing I worry about with Shannon and ESPN is that he's a little too out of control for ESPN.
You think so?
Reese, he had the Henny and the Black and Miles.
And the Black and Miles and the do-rag.
Yeah, and the do-rag on the show, Reese.
Yeah, the worldwide Disney ain't going for that.
They not going.
Yeah, Fox Sports will let
He'll
you
show up there with a goat mask on and a fucking LeBron jersey. But maybe they need to shake some shit.
But he's gold for football and basketball.
He is. He's go for all sports. He's really good. Like, and I guess that's his claim to fame is that he was the first athlete to be able to cover all sports.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the playlist is back. I took it upon myself because these gentlemen would not give us a.
I feel lined up already.
No, I ain't lying, I'm gonna throw it out there. Like I only came up with one category, but I feel good about it. And then my train of thought was the people. You know what I mean? Like, and where we get the most engagement. So I'm gonna present this, and I want to know if y'all with it. So I want to do the playlist to be R&B, male or female.
I don't like this.
But 2010 or newer. How y'all feel about that?
Let's go.
2010 or newer.
Let's go.
R&B, male or female.
Let's go.
I like it.
Y'all good with that?
Let's go.
With that.
Tuesday, we got a playlist coming out.
Yes, we do.
It's been a while. What has it been? 3 weeks?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I'm still the champ.
Yeah, you the defender champ. You know what I mean? The paper champ right there.
No, I'm the actual champ. Anything is possible.
Yeah, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here for the night. Y'all got anything in closing? Anything that we need to announce? Any birthdays? Any anything. Again, Sarah, bestie,
We love
I'm
you,
so
Sarah.
sorry. We love you. I love you. I'm gonna make it up to you. Happy
And
birthday.
I will say this: you can tell that the series is not going to be what it's supposed to be. They were just up 22-10. Strauss, whatever his name is, had 4 threes in the third quarter, and they ended the quarter only up 3. So that's not a good
Miami
sign.
was up 22-10.
It's not gonna work out the way that they wanted to. God
I
bless
love
Miami.
Bruce Brown, man. I love Bruce Brown.
That's a good pickup for you. Yeah, we out, man.
We out.
We out, man.
Playlist is back. Patreon, we love y'all.
Free
Boots on the
slime.
ground. He'll be back next week. Meek Mill, Young Thug versus if
I
you want it.
don't love this for this.
You love it?
I don't love
Thank
it.
you.
Free slime.
And I love Young Thug.
We trying to get the paperwork drawn up now.
Yeah, you need to make sure you heard me. Sign them docs.
Listen, I'm good. I feel like y'all sleeping on
Hey,
Thug.
and real talk, like if y'all don't like that matchup, you know, feel free to send us some suggestions.
Y'all can send
of
y'all
what
can send
wanna
matchup.
see.
But
I like it though. I think that's.
I think it's a good matchup.
I like it.
I think it's fair.
I
I think
like
it's
it.
fair.
Yeah.
I think they're both
Because since I've always had the heavy and I like coming in as the underdog because I've always had the heavy favorite, right? And you said but see what I don't like about that is he set these
It's his
up
fault.
though.
We're not
Thank
saying
you.
We're not saying that it's
He
your
set these
fault.
up.
I gotta Bob Arum the situation. Like I'm trying to put butts in the seats. So therefore,
Nah,
like
you be talking crazy.
I
Yeah.
take
I
the
posted
B
a clip
side.
today, but you just talking insane.
I take the B side.
No, you be like talking so dumb. Are you
The
serious?
nigga said that Future makes better music than Drake, bro. That's insane.
You walked yourself into that one.
He makes better music than Drake.
I kind of still stand on that.
No, you don't, Reese. You don't stand on that. He makes better. I'm talking about the actual creation of music. Better. Like if Future got 3 or 4 songs that we like on the
Jamon.
album, we're good.
Young Thug versus Meek. Who you going with?
Hell
I
no,
like-
listen to the drill right now.
No, I like Young Thug better, but Meek Mill probably would. I don't know, I don't know. It probably would be like an equal.
It's a good matchup. It's a good matchup.
Don't listen to this man. Though. Like,
Let's get back real quick
Jesus,
before we get
my
out of
man.
here. While we still on air, yeah. So you don't think Future is up there with Drake and making music?
no, you said that Future makes better.
I might have misspoke then, but I'm just asking you: do you think Future is up there with Drake as far as making music?
No,
No.
I don't think anybody's up there.
You don't
with Drake.
think it's close?
Oh, it's closer than. When you say close, what do you mean?
Are they in the same room?
No.
Not at all.
I disagree. I think they are in the same room.
But what you said to me, like, if you want to say that, cool.
Yeah.
You said that Future makes better music than Drake.
See, I think this turns into a popularity contest.
It's not. We're talking about make the creation of music. Who makes better music, better songs, better hooks, better verses,
Free slime.
Some of his best songs. is
better
Drake.
production? He checks all the boxes.
I agree. I think Future check all of them too, though.
Not better than
He's done wrote the hits for R&B. He's done wrote the rap hits. The pop, like he's done.
Somebody's at your door.
Yeah,
Let's get out.
He's in all those same bags. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We signing out. Playlist will be back this Tuesday. R&B 2010, male or female. And we out. We love y'all.
What are we talking about?